Welcome to Hornet football here on Hornet Radio. Hey, I'm Mark with Texas James. I'm the old guy today. As we look at it right now, it's game number 2 in conference play. The Hornets are 1-0. They're tied at first place with 4 other teams that are 1-0, and you look at the other side of it, 4 other teams that are 0-4. You look at the big, huge 55-21 victory last week against East LA. Lundsberg was 11 of 19 for 186 yards, 2 touchdowns, and JT Weir was the guy that did it for him. When you talk about running attack, well, it was Sherholz that led the Hornets with 8 carries for 66 yards. JT Weir with 3 catches for 89 yards, and 8 different receivers out there. James, when you look at it, the offense was clicking, baby. And the defense, well, they were smothering the team that they played, East LA.
Yeah, the defense was really smothering. Fred Adams and E.J. Robinson are ball hawks out there. Fred Adams had 2 interceptions. E.J. Robinson had 1. And they've been doing that all season long. Fred Adams has 4 interceptions on the season. E.J. Robinson has 2. They've been turning the ball over all season long.
Well, when you talk about Fred Adams, he was 1 away from having 3, which is a Hornet record. He came up short, but it gives him 4 interceptions for the year, like you said. So it's just a little short. And if he can get 3 today in one game, he'll get the record for 3 in one game, and he'll be on the hunt for 10 in a season. Of course, he's got to get 17 for the entire career because that's the career record when you look at him. Of course, you talk about the defense and Ethan Carpentier, he's a dog out there. And Palomalo, when you throw him on top, it's going to be very tough for this Orange Coast College team to do anything.
Yeah, Des Palomalo started off a little bit slow this year, but he's up to 15 tackles, has a couple sacks, and 4 tackles for losses as well.
You know, when we look at Orange Coast, well, it's been a struggle. We went over and visited with some of the coaches, and we got told they're a young team. And this is the thing that works against them. We said, hey, they can practice. They look great out at practice, but then when they walk on a field against a team they've never seen, they sort of dissolve on the football field. That's been the story for them so far this year.
Yeah, they've been having trouble scoring. They're only averaging 11 points a game. And yeah, they're only averaging 11 points a game. They scored 5 touchdowns all season, and none of them have been on the ground.
Well, when you look at them, you talked about that. They lost Allen Hancock 42-20. They lost to Southwestern, who is an excellent team this season when you look at them, 71-10. Mount San Jacinto, they lost to them, Casey Mozota's team, 42-14. And then Cerritos, well, Cerritos smothered them like chicken with gravy on top. It was 68-0. So when you talked about it, not only did their offense not score, but their defense gives up a ton of points and a ton of yardage.
Yeah, and that's just showing their age. Like, they're not ready for what's coming at them. Like, Cerritos is a good team, and they showed it against them last week. Orange Coast College is really going to have to pick up their defense if they're going to have any chance in this game.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at it, it's 223 points against them to 48 points for them. And if you're not good at math, just say that's a lot because that really is when you look at this team. The Hornets, and I know Corey will tease me and say every game is a must-win, but it's conference time. You can't afford to go backwards. Golden West College is a team that should be there at the end of the year. Cerritos is a team that should be there at the end of the year. Those are your 2 big competitors right now. And if you lose today, it's not going to get any easier because Cerritos and Golden West are still on the schedule. So we're going to take a pause for your national anthem. So let's get ready for a little Hornet football as they take on the Pirates from Orange Coast here at Hornet Field. It is the stadium named after Hal Scherbeck. So we'll see what's going on today. And really, when you look at it right now, James, this has really got to be those games where the Hornets have to take control at the beginning. We watched them against Moore Park. That first quarter was iffy, and then they found footage. I'm going to ask you, which side has to show up first, defense or offense for the Hornets?
Well, I think you hit it right on the head. The offense really needs to come out starting off hot like they did last week. Last week on the first play of the drive, the first play of their opening drive, they scored a 75-yard touchdown from Chris Lunsberg to J.T. Weir, and that just started off the floodgates. I think if they start off like that again today, Orange Coast is going to have a tough day.
So the Hornets are going to receive. Back for the Hornets is J.T. Weir. The guy can fly. There's no doubt about that. He caught that 75-yarder that Lunsberg dropped right into the breadbasket. And we'll catch who his running mate is right there. Easley, Mark Easley II, another speed burner for this team. Easley takes it right at the 7. Looks for a gap. He's got a wall. Gets tripped up right across the 30. They're going to mark him down. Should be at the 32. So the Hornets come out. Lunsberg at quarterback. J.T. Weir goes to the far side of the field. First down and 10, they marked it just short of the 35. Run around the corner on the first side. Taken there by Dominic Anich that just keeps on his field all the way down, ridden out of bounds at 30. About 36 yards on the play. It's going to bring up a first down for the Hornets.
Yeah, that's a good start right there. With the left tackle, Corey Rivera-Zamora opening up that hole right there. He's joined alongside Kinney at left guard, Hayden Frazier at center.
They get ready to come out. First down and 10 at the 32. Cross the middle. J.T. Weir by himself. Touchdown. So Lunsberg to Weir, and they're on right there. And that was a 32-yard pass play for the Hornets to start this thing off. So the Hornets quickly on the board on that from 32 yards out. Well, you didn't get to set up the offensive line, but next time around, Texas James will do that for me here on Hornet Radio. Ball is spotted, kick is up, and the kick is good. With 4:19 quickly in the first quarter, it's the Hornets 7. OCC getting ready to get the ball. Make sure you watch all our games here on Hornet Radio. Don't forget, got a little other football coming up next Tuesday at 3 o'clock in the afternoon here on Hornet Radio. And James, I mean, they started off just where they did against East LA.
Yeah, another opening drive touchdown for J.T. Weir and another great pass from Lunsberg. That gives him 14 touchdowns on the season to only 1 interception. He's been on fire all season.
So Weir comes up big. Of course, if you want most yards a game passing, you got to get up around 500 yards in a game to even challenge that record. We'll see if they can do it. The last time the Hornets did anything like that was against Bakersfield in 1982. OC is back. Zane Prater looks like he's the near side of the field. So I think that's who to the near side. It is. Prater is to the near side of the field. And he's going to take it at the 5. Looks for a wall. Stutter steps and gets just smothered at the 12-yard line. When Fullerton comes out defensively, my partner to my right is going to let you know who's out there. As he sets up the defense.
All right, yeah, defensive end, we got Josh Gethin. Defensive tackle, we have Oscar Magriel. At defensive tackle, Tommy Inoue. And at the other end, Des Palomalu.
So Orange Coast comes out. Marcus Royster to the near side. We'll see if they come out throwing or running. They decide, throw it over to this side. It's basically a little flanker screen. Royster is supposed to make a block. He doesn't touch any man as Prater gets tackled for a loss on the play.
Yeah, that was a good tackle there by Mohamed Hasuna. He's starting at outside linebacker alongside Ethan Charpentier and Caleb Collins on the other side. Oh, I'm sorry, not Caleb Collins, Eric Rory on the other side.
So it's no gain on the play. Canu Vasquez is the quarterback for OCC. Slaps it, goes back to the other side of the field, picked at the 18-yard line.
And there's another interception for E.J. Robinson. That's his third of the season. These cornerbacks have been elite all year. We got E.J. Robinson on one side and Fred Adams on the other. They've been forcing turnovers all season long.
E.J. Robinson.
So the Hornets get great field position, and it'll come out again.
I'm going to finish setting the offensive line for you here. We got Hayden Frazier at center, Mike McDonald at right guard, and Dylan Spencer at right tackle to go along with Kenny and Zamora on the left side.
Lunsberg comes back out at quarterback. Harlem Harris now in at running back for the Hornets. Harris goes in motion from left to right. They go across the middle. Logan Lester, touchdown, Fullerton College. So Logan Lester on a slant play from 17 yards out.
Well, we were talking before the game about wanting to get off to a hot start, and that's sure what they're doing right here. The big turnover on defense, 2 touchdowns on offense. Lunsberg's on fire, and Fullerton's off to as good a start as they could have possibly wanted to.
So the Hornets get 2 quick scores here with 13:24 to go in the first quarter. Ball is spotted, kick is up.
No good.
And the kick is no good. So with 13:24 to go here in the first quarter, well, it's been all Fullerton. The Hornets 13, Orange Coast College 0 here on Hornet Radio. Texas James and the old guy happy to bring you this game so far, and it's been defense that has stepped up big, and then offense, well, all they had to do was just say, I've got it. We'll do what we got to do.
Yeah, when you have playmakers on the outside like J.T. Weir and Logan Lester, look, Weir, that was his 20th reception of the season, and Lester's 19th. They've been on fire all season, and Lunsberg is the perfect guy to get him the ball.
So we'll see if OCC can respond. Looks like Grady Chancellor on the far side of the field now for OCC. And I don't know if that's Julian Frechette now in there. I'll have to check. I don't know if it's Frechette, I can't really tell, or if it's staying Prater to the near side.
I'm pretty sure that's Prater, Mark.
Okay. Volleyball to the left of me. Fullerton College football in the front of me. Big man to the right of me. Taking it to Ford. Prater comes up, looks for an opening. He stops, and when he stops, he gets tackled.
Yeah, that was Tristan Duarte on the tackle there for Fullerton.
So you got all the defense set. And we'll watch for changes during the game. James will let me know if there's any changes out there.
Yeah, the offensive line for Orange Coast, we got Jaden Howard Graves playing left tackle, Dominic Uloa playing left guard, Inoka Fatasui playing center, Julian Maldonado at right guard, and Siono Tongatea. Sorry, at right.
Vasquez still at quarterback. Near side of the field is Royster. They run it around the corner, trying to pick up a little yardage with Osorio. So Anthony was out there.
And I'm pretty sure that was Eric Rory with the tackle again.
So they get a gain of 2 on it. 2nd down and 8 for the Pirates. So a quick start by the Hornets here in the first quarter on Hornet Radio. Creeping out again is Royster. Vasquez at quarterback. Straight up the middle, off a right tackle, just in maybe that number 2 gap. Another gain of 2 yards. It's going to bring up a crucial 3rd down for the Pirates early in the first quarter here at Fullerton College. For OCC, they need to make it, and the Hornets, the way the defense is playing, so far Brian Crooks has got a big smile on his face on the sidelines.
Yeah,
Prater comes out in the slot here on the far side. Royster outside of him. Vasquez at quarterback. The Hornets are coming. Here's the blitz. He's backing up, throws it across the middle. Caught by Prater. He turns. Should have enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, Fullerton sent the house there. We had Charpentier in his face, but that was a good throw off his back foot to get the completion in the 1st down.
So he was just lucky to get that off. That looked like a bunch of people trying to get on the 43, the bus going down to the beach. They all saw the door open. They wanted to climb on in. Big 1st down for OCC right at the 26-yard line. OC in white with orange helmets. The Hornets, traditional dark blue with gray pants. 1st down and 10 for Orange Coast College. Vasquez drops it off in the middle. Neck tackle that drags him down. Probably going to be a loss of a half a yard on the play. So in there running it right now was Sessions at running back. They're going to say no gain. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10. Walter comes out here wide on the left side. Vasquez at quarterback. Prater in the slot. Vasquez goes back, tries to set his feet, throws off his back foot and gets it to Prater. Prater looks like he has enough for a movement. So far, Prater has been the go-to guy for OCC.
Yeah, it seems like he's his escape route there. Like when he gets in trouble, that's who he's looking for. And that was also Eric Rory on the tackle.
So 1st down and 10. OCC's trying to answer here in the first quarter. 10-19 to go. If you just came with us, well, it was 2 quick strikes from Lunsburg to Weir and to Logan Lester. And that's what's got us at 13-0 here in the first quarter on Hornet Radio. 1st down and 10 at the 35. Vasquez goes back. He has time. Decides to go down. Flips it out in the flat again. And you go to the guy that you can trust, Prater, with 3 consecutive catches.
Yeah, another great pass there while getting hit. That was Josh Grethen on the pressure. He had him wrapped up, but he still got rid of the ball while still standing up.
So it's going to bring it up just a little short. It's going to be 2nd down and 3 for the Pirates. So far, everybody's moving. Prater's the only person that's had a ball really thrown in his direction. Sessions now down in the slot on the near side of the field. Outside of him on the closer side is Royster. They go back. Looking, throw it out in the flat, and that's going to be a loss on the play.
What a play there by Muhammad Husuna. He read that like a book, came out there and laid him out there for the good tackle for loss.
So it's going to be a loss on the play. It's going to move it back to the 40. It's going to bring a 3rd down and a long 7 with 8:46 to go here in the first quarter on Hornet Radio. The Hornets 13, the Pirates 0. On a cloudy day here in Fullerton, California. Little overcast, little humid. Nice turnout once again by friends and families for both teams. Big third down play for the Pirates. Vasquez goes back, get a little protection, throws it out in the flat, and you dance out of bounds. And this is where they were talking about youngsters playing on the team, James. You've got an opportunity to go up 3 yards. Why take it out of bounds?
No, there's no really good answer for that. There's 3 Fullerton Hornets coming, but on third down, you got to do what you can do to get to the first down marker.
So Mark Esley is back. Look and see what Leslie does. On the ground, fair game, gets it off. Esley, Mark Esley, the second, backs up. They're going to down it right about at the 30, and that's where they've got a foot down on the line, right at the 30-yard line. So, with 7:39 to go here in the first quarter, it's the Hornets 13, the Pirates 0 here on Hornet Radio.
Okay. Show your Hornet pride. Visit the Fullerton College team store for official jerseys, gear, and fan merchandise. Whether you're cheering for them in stands or representing on campus, we've got everything you need to support your Hornets. Stop by today and gear up.
Jack Sherholz now in at quarterback. So Sherholz in at quarterback. JT Weir is in the backfield with him. Weir goes in motion from left to right. Jack throws it to JT. JT comes out of the backfield, stays on his feet, refuses to go down, plays pinball bingo, and gets walked around all the way up to the 45-yard line on the play. We've got a flag down at the 50. We'll see what it is. So it was a swing pass to Weir coming out of the backfield. Not a screen pass, a swing pass out of the backfield. And so we get a personal foul face mask against OCC. So we'll tack on a little extra yardage. That'll move it all the way down to the 38-yard line. 1st and 10 for Sherholz and the offense from Fullerton. Inchits in the backfield. Takes it off the right side. Goes off right tackle. Gets a gain of 2 on the play.
Yeah, that was a good tackle there by A.J. Leonard. He got low and stopped him for about a 2-yard carry.
So it'll be a 2nd down. Luke Indorf goes wide to the right. Indorf down the field, looking for Luke in the money. Just could not pull it. That was not, yeah, I think that was. We'll see. That was Luke Indorf. I had it right. So Indorf just could not pull it in with one hand.
Yeah, that was DeMike Glenn on the coverage. And I was speaking with one of the coaches, and he started off last year as a receiver, and he switched over to cornerback this season. He's got good instincts for the ball.
So Indorf comes to the near side of the field for the Hornets. We're in the backfield with Sherholz. 3rd down and 10. They fake it. They give it to Indorf on a basically tight end screen or a wide receiver screen, where what you do is you step back behind the line of scrimmage. I throw it to you, and then the big guys like you, James, from the offensive line should get in front to make it. They get a gain of 4. It's going to bring a 4th down and 6 for the Hornets. Sherholz tries to get him to jump. Looks over, now gets signals from the sideline. 6:25 in the clock in the first quarter. Wants to see if he gets him to jump again. They come. He steps up. Across the middle of the field. Touchdown, Hornets. All day long. And Harlem Harris pulls it in. So Harris with the touchdown. That is 3 touchdowns in the game. So Harlem Harris gets a touchdown. So Harris. Ball is spotted, kick is up, and the kick is good. Okay, most touchdown passes in a game for Fullerton is 8 against Palomar. And that was all the way back in 2018. Actually, it's 6. I thought it was 8, but it's 6 in a game against Palomar. And guess who else? Orange Coast. Huh? Oh, no, it's supposed to be as a team. They've got it as 6 in the record book. So I'm going to my protege back there. 6 touchdowns in a game. It's 6 is what I've got from the record book. 2018 and 1967 against Orange Coast College.
Well, Fullerton's halfway there, and we're only halfway through the first quarter, so it looks like a good chance that record could be broken.
So we'll see if they break that record today, huh? That'd be pretty amazing.
Well, they're halfway there, and we're only
They're
halfway through the first
home.
quarter.
Little floater, right in the middle. Prater again takes it, goes to the right side, stops, turns, and then gets tackled. James, I got to ask you, you played the game of football. I mean, when you're catching that kickoff, you've got to run. If you stop, that lets people like you or me make tackles on it.
Right, you got to remember the kicking team has full speed coming at you. If you catch the ball at a dead stop like that, you're fish in water. You're a fish out of water. They're going to hit you, and it's not going to feel good either. And that was a good hit there by Xander Chisholm as well.
Coming out the left-hand side once again is Royster. He looks like a burner. He hasn't seen the ball yet in this game. Vasquez goes back, throws a little disguised screen across the middle. Nice pickup. And if you're going to rush, if you're going to get the pressure in there, slow him down by throwing a screen. And they throw that to Tyson Walter, who gets a gain of 8 on the play.
Yeah, and tackle made there by All-American Ethan Charpentier.
So again, Royster comes this side. Walter goes to the far side. Manageable second down for OCC. Vasquez at quarterback. Holds on to it way too long, throws it out. And when you get a back who stops and doesn't keep leaking out, then the whole play breaks up, and that's what happened on that one.
Well, yeah, and it's tough when the defense is getting pressure in your face every single play. You have nothing to do but run backwards and throw off your back foot. It's tough to get into a rhythm like that.
So it's going to bring up, and we have a flag on the play. So that's going to move it up for a first down across the 40.
That's been a problem for Fullerton all season. We've had 40 penalties on the season for a total of 390 yards. That's something that they need to fix if they're going to beat the better teams later on in the conference play.
That does hurt. Walter comes in near side of the field. Next to him is going to be Prater. Vasquez at quarterback. They're coming. Vasquez hands it off, and what you can do is hand it off and hope, as that was Dorian Webster just sneaking underneath that wave of blue coming at him.
Well, sometimes when the defense is setting up heavy blitz like that, if you can get the runner past that initial swarm, you have a lot of open space in the secondary. Luckily,
so they get a couple of yards, James, on that one. It's going to give them a second down and 8 with 4:52 to go here in the first quarter. It's the Hornets 20, OCC 0 here on Sportsnet. Oh, on Hornet Radio. All right, Ed Ford, gave you a little freebie on that one. Big second down. Vasquez says, give it to me, and throw a block. He's got all day and drops it right across the middle of the field. The time was there, and Frechette pulls that one in for a first down for OCC. Julian, good hands on that play.
Yeah, that time the offensive line really gave him some time to throw, and he delivered a perfect throw there. It looks like Fullerton's mixing up their secondary here. They've gone with different players each drive. In a game like this, it's definitely a good time to get some of the other players some work in there.
First down for OCC. They're across midfield and seem to be answering what the Hornets defense can get. They come up the middle. Miss altogether. Down the middle of the field. Can't go on there. Run. Sidestep. Touchdown. Orange Coast College on a heck of a run by Dorian Webster. They beat the blitz. And when they did, there was nobody there to stop Webster. And then when he zigged from the middle to the zag to the outside, it was touchdown time.
That's just like we were just saying. When you send that heavy blitz on a draw run like that, you have nothing but open space in front of you.
So Webster, when you look at the amount of yardage, that could set a record just for the season if you're an Orange Coast fan.
Well, yeah, seeing as how they're only averaging about 49 yards on the ground every game, I think they got that in one play right there, Mark.
Yeah, and we're going to go back to the play in a second here on Hornet Radio as we get ready for the point after. Ball is spotted, kick is up, kick is blocked.
That was Josh Greffin on the block there. He came right through there like nobody even touched him, Mark.
Yeah. So let's go back to the previous touchdown play. Brian Crooks came with an all-out blitz. So you'd call it a zero blitz because you're not getting additional coverage in the back and they're walking up. You're basically emptying the defensive backfield on that play.
Right, especially the linebackers. What happens is that the linebackers come to, and then you have all this open space for the running back to pick up speed. Once he has speed, like we were saying on the kickoffs, if you get moving and you have full head of steam, it's easier to make a guy miss. So when the linebackers are gone, you have nothing but open space, full speed to make the safeties miss, and that's exactly what happened right there.
And then on that last little move, because they tried to catch him from behind, there was a player waiting for him, but I give him a lot of credit. He made a nice little juke outside and made it in there.
He did. Even though a play is set up for you to succeed, you still got to make the moves that make it happen.
So the Hornets were feeling comfortable. Waltzing down the street, and then all of a sudden Orange Coast said, you know what? We're a little tougher than you think we are. And got 6 points on the board. Floater, down deep, at the 10. JT Weir, go across the middle. He spins, he sidesteps, finally gets taken down at the 34-yard line. Yeah. I love JT. We could call him Jet Lear instead of Lear Jet, but I shouldn't do that because I'll end up calling him Lear Jet instead of JT Weir. So I'll stick with his real name. King Lear. Corey Naylor from behind me. Jet Lear, yeah. Jet Lear, yeah, well, you know me. Don't do that to me, I'll say the wrong thing. Well, that's common. Straight down the middle. Defense steps up big.
Yeah, that was a great tackle there by, I think that was A.J. Leonard on the tackle. I'm sorry, that was Mike Lozano on the tackle.
So it's interesting what the Hornets are doing because Desmond Duffy is in at running back right now for the Hornets. Fake it to Duffy. Sherholz, he's going to take it down. Says, throw a block for me. Help me out. We're going to get a flag on the backside. Usually that means somebody's introducing himself to the other team with a squeeze or a hug. We'll see if that's what they call.
Holding.
Yeah, illegal procedure, we think? We'll wait and see. It is holding. There was that squeeze and hug, which I mentioned. A little surprised. I think I would decline this because you had them for a loss anyway. So they're going to move it back.
But defense has been having trouble stopping them from getting big chunk yards anyway. So I think you're right. I think I would have declined it as well and got it down to third down.
So it's second down and about 21 for the Hornets. Sherholz goes back, throws it out to the flat. One missed tackle, stepped out of bounds, and that's it. You get a little yardage, you don't pick it up all the way to the 10-yard line. But Harlem Harris, who does that little stutter step, gets enough to make it a manageable. Well, they've got him shorter than I thought they did. So it's going to bring up a 3rd down and a good 17 yards.
I guess now it looks like it was a good idea to accept that penalty. Hindsight's always 20/20. Huh?
Yeah, it is. 2:24 to go here in the first quarter. 20-6 here in this first quarter on Hornet Radio. Sherrills goes back, looking to go deep. Weir across the middle. Weir has it right in his hands and drops the bank book. Flag on the play.
That's got to hurt, too, because coming across the middle was Luke Indorf right behind him, and they were both wide open.
So JT, we'll see who it's against. Looks like they're going to mark it off against the Hornets, and if it is, they'll decline it, and it'll bring up a 4th down. So it is against the Hornets, declined, so that brings up a 4th down. And so with 2:10 to go, OCC could get very good field position. DeMichael Glenn back deep for OCC. The Pirates looking to get across midfield. They get it off. Glenn backpedals. He's going to let it hit, gets shoved in the back out of the way, which is a good thing because he couldn't accidentally get hit for it, and down. The ball gets down right there at the 33. 2:01 to go. Well, there has been fireworks in this first half. It looked like the Hornets, James, were going to blow everybody out. They got up quickly, 20-0, and then OCC, much to everybody's surprise in the building, they answered in a very solid way. If they can do it now and get one more before the first quarter, this could be a very interesting football game.
Yeah, they can't be too laxical out there. They got to take this game seriously the whole 4 quarters. If they relax, OCC could come back.
Vasquez back at quarterback. Slaps his hands. Little run play. The hole was blocked, and the rest of the neighbors joined.
Yeah, that was good discipline there by Muhammad Hasuna by keeping the edge there and not letting him get into the outside.
So, no gain on the play. Oh, they're going to give him maybe a foot. Maybe. So it'll bring up a 2nd down. We're still going to call it 10, even though it's maybe 10 and 2 feet. So 9 and 2 feet. We'll give him a foot on the play. Vasquez looks over. Prater comes to the near side of the field. Royster and Prater are stacked on the near side of the field. Both of them can fly. Vasquez goes back. He goes in that direction. Ball could have easily been picked.
So like I was saying earlier, the defense has been mixing up their players on defense. Right now they have number 39, Jonas Deschaux on defense, along with Xander Chisholm in the secondary. Nehemiah Norwood over here on the near side corner. And looks like Leonard Adams. Oh, I'm sorry. No, not Leonard Adams.
Minute 5 to go.
Amir Garrison in the backfield right now. In the secondary, I'm sorry.
So Prater comes over here on the near side. Royster comes with him. Vasquez at quarterback. 3rd down and a false start. Which, you know what? I think I'm right on that one. I think I'm right. I think it was a false start. I want to let everybody know downstairs that makes me 1 for 1 today. That's as good as it's going to get over here. Can I write that? Can I write that up here? Mark 1 for 1. Thank you. Okay, I got that. I can see that during the game now. Thank you. Third down and 15 for OCC. They run it the other direction to Prater. Who else? The only person that really sees any hands, but James, just not enough, as OCC's going to have to punt it away.
Yep, and Eric Rory there again with another tackle. I think that's his 4th tackle of the game now.
So Esley goes back. Mark Esley the second. It's going to stand at the 45. We get motion. That should move OCC back. Wait a minute. Hold it. Hold your head still. I'm 2 for 2. Thank you. Thank you. You know, if I knew we could do this, I could have kept score last night in the volleyball match. I'd have had to play to right during it the whole time. No pressure. Mark at the 48. Looks to go to left. Looking for a block. Stumbles his way down. Gets maybe 10 yards on the play, but another hanky comes out right at the 35. So we'll see what that flag is.
This might be two different penalties because one flag came early in the play and another one came way after the play.
So both of them on the far side of the field?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we got 10.1 seconds left here in the first quarter. It's the Hornets 20, the Pirates 6 here on Hornet Radio. See what the discussion is all about.
Yeah, the head referee today is Blair Havens. Let's see what he has to say here. It looks like there might be 2 flags on the play. The umpire is Miles Bailey. Lineman judge is Mohammed Abumar. Sideline judge is
Kevin. We know he's got a first name. So, waiting for the officials.
Kevin Corbett. And then we have A.J. I forgot what his last name was, Mark. Tyson Sparrow is the field judge, and Philip Rogers is the back judge.
You know what? If his last name is actually, how's he write it? You don't know? Okay, that's okay. I just thought you'd let me know, because you know I have a notepad to the left of me, so I can write it down.
Well,
I know.
Well, he would actually replaced a different referee that was supposed to be on the field today, so I don't have that actually written down.
So we have a mystery referee, sort of like one of the shows on TV now with the mystery singer. We have a mystery referee.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm still waiting to find out what the penalty is, or penalties.
This. All 3 against us. There's 3 of them.
Okay, so they're all against the Hornets. A push in the block in the back, a personal foul. Two blocks in the back, a personal foul is what I'm getting. So let's see, that's 15, 20, 30, 50. It'll bring up.
They're still going backwards,
Yeah.
Mark.
No, it'll bring up first down.
Oh, yeah.
Will it? Or is it? No, it was on the return. So if it was before, so it's just going to mark them back on Esley's return. It's going to mark it all the way back to the 35.
That looks like about 30 yards in penalties, Mark.
Yeah. So that'll bring up a 1st and 10 for the Hornets with 10.1 seconds to go here in the first quarter on Hornet Radio. We're happy that you're along with us on Hornet Radio. We'll be here for all the home games this season. Make sure if you can't come out here and watch it, you can watch it on Hornet Radio. 1st down and 10 for the Hornets. Lunsberg takes it himself around the corner. Lunsberg gets a foot race. Lunsberg steps out of bounds right at the 27. So when they say it's a running quarterback and a passing quarterback, Lunsberg says, I can run too. And that should bring us to the end of the first quarter.
That was a heck of a fake there by Lunsberg.
So as we come to the end of the first quarter, it's the Hornets 20, the Pirates 6, here on Hornet Radio. Corey Nealon, is it 6 where I said 6 passing touchdowns in a game? Is that what you had too? Okay. That's the record set in 1967 against the Orange County Pirates, and also in 2018 against Palomar. Most passes completed in a game, 33, and that was against Ventura.
All right, you ready to tell the stories that matter? Fullerton College's journalism program offers hands-on training in print, digital, and broadcast media. Learn from working professionals using industry-standard equipment. Get certified in journalism, PR, or advertising, and graduate job ready. Your media career starts here at Fullerton College.
You know, the one thing, if Corey Nalen was on the air, I would end up saying to Corey Nalen, is anybody going to catch Ryan Bird for most rushing yards in a game? Corey Nalen says no. And how about Joe Chapman for most yards in a career? They going to catch Joe? No. Corey Nalen says those two records are going to stand forever.
And what are those records, Mark?
So the most in a game, and these are net yards, Ryan Bird against Bakersfield, 273. 2013, we went up to Butte, state championships, and possible national championship then. First down and 10 for the Hornets at the 28. Lensberg, looking across the middle. You got to turn around to look when the ball is coming. That's like going to the mailbox, seeing that it's full, and never opening up one bill. Look around the booth and see who does that up here.
Yeah, for Fullerton on the offensive line right now, we have Nathaniel Booker at left tackle. Left guard, we have Kenny Kinney. Center, Hayden Frazier. Right guard is Mike McDonald, and right tackle is Hayden Spencer.
Anchich in the backfield. J.T. Weir in the slot on the right side. Indorf outside of him on the right side. Second down and 10. Lunsberg rolls away. He could run. He decides to throw it to Indorf. Touchdown, Hornets.
What a great catch by Indorf. That was all hands there. It was a little behind him, but he got the hands on the ball and made a great catch.
So that next, how many passes for touchdowns?
That's 4 total in the game, but 3 by Lunsberg, 1 by Shearholtz.
We're 2 off the record.
Yeah, that's the 4th touchdown for Luke Indorf on the season as well. They got a 3-headed monster at receiver with Logan Lester, J.T. Weir, and Indorf. Yeah. All right, Michael Vatkin made the extra point there.
So it's 20. I'm waiting for it to get on the scoreboard because it was 20. If it was good, there it is, 27. Six touchdown passes in a game is the record.
Mark, at the way this is looking, it looks like we might get there by halftime.
And I'm looking to see if I've got most touchdown passes in a game.
Number 8 is back now. Hey, number 8 is 8, not 5.
Most touchdown passes in a season is Jordan Hoy. Most touchdown passes in a career is Darius Banks. I'm still looking for the individual with 6. Little pooch kick in the middle, taking it to 20. Step the outside. Prater goes down, gets knocked out of bounds. Peyton's now on the air with me. So I got James and Peyton to my right here on Hornet Radio as we wander into the second quarter. It's the Hornets 27, OCC 6 here on Hornet Radio.
Special announcement. Ball boys, Carter Campbell and Bryce Ranella both turned 12
First
this week.
down and
Happy
10
birthday,
at
man.
35 for Orange Coast College. We'll make sure we get the defenses reset in just a second for your Hornet football team. First and 10 for the Pirates. Drop it right off in the middle.
Yeah, for the Hornets defense, we got David Johnson at the defensive end. Des Palomalu on the other defensive end. Oh, I'm sorry, not David Franklin, not Des Palomalu. Then we got Josh Grethen and Tommy Inoue on the defensive line.
New quarterback in for OCC. So we've got a quarterback now for OCC, Sonny Turney. Turney is what I got told, or Tierney. Tierney is his name. So he is now out there. Tierney goes back, goes across the middle, incomplete pass along the way. Tried to get that to Frechette.
All right, stay informed with the Hornet, your campus newspaper. From breaking news to in-depth investigations, our student journalists bring you the stories that matter to the Fullerton College community. Read it online today. The Hornet, where student voices make headlines.
So Tierney looking at a 3rd down and 10.
And then at the linebackers for Fullerton, we got All-American Ethan Charpentier, Connor Nunez, and Orlando Gonzalez.
Big 3rd down. OCC looks. Tierney looks back, goes on the back shoulder pass, and Prater just kept running. Incomplete. That's going to bring up a 4th down.
Yeah, and that was a big stop there for the Horns, going 3 and out, and now the offense has a shot to add more to the score.
Yeah, there's some miscommunication there between the quarterback and receiver. The receiver just took off on a go route. And I think the quarterback was expecting the curl route at the first down marker.
A little miscommunication right there.
Taking it. Step out. Down at the 40.
Another late flag on the play there, Mark.
It looks like it might be going back.
So we're going to get a flag against the Hornets, and we're going to walk them backwards here at the start of the 2nd quarter. It's Fullerton 27, OCC 6. So let's see. Are we going to get 54 points before the half ends? We shall see. Most touchdowns in a game by one individual player is 4. There's 6 players tied for that. So we're going to back that up all the way to the 22. First down and 10. Lunsberg still in at quarterback. Has lots of time to throw. JT Weir says just a little shorter and I was gone.
Yeah, that was a tough throw to make. He got a lot on that, even though he was being tackled there by number 55, Christian Caesar.
Most points scored by one player in a game is 24, and there's a passel of individuals that have done that when they learn the word Hornet, wore the word Hornet on their jersey. We'll name those off if that happens the game. Lunsberg's getting close. He's got 4 TTs in this game?
He's got 3 touchdowns.
He needs one more. Throw a little high, sidestep, get behind, got to find your blocker. You do, and just a great catch and pitch to Mark Esley, the second, as Esley gets upfield.
Which was a very good play. After he caught the ball, he set his foot, took one juke move, and he got outside to the out of bounds.
Yeah, they keep throwing these swing passes and screen plays because I think they can just overmatch the other team. They're so much bigger. They get them in open space. They make the blocks every time.
So if Lunsberg is to score one more touchdown, he ties the record of 24 points in a game. Throws to JT Weir. Goodbye.
There you go.
There's number 24. He ties the record for most points in a game by a player.
There's another one of those swing passes. He came from out of the backfield up the sideline.
Lunsberg joins Prescott Hill, Mike Carter, Brian Williams, Jeff Baker, and Rich Leone for most points in a game scored.
Which is very good for Chris Lunsberg, man. He's showing today why he deserves to be up there, and what a good end play for JT. We're getting up to the end zone.
Doesn't say passes, just says most points scored. He says that's not throwing a football. Hey, 24 is 24. Wait a minute, that's the line you always give me. Kick is up, kick is good.
I'm curious to know what the record is for most touchdown catches in a season. That's 8 already now for JT Weir. He's been on fire all season. He's off to a hot start today. And who knows how many more he can get today.
That's it.
Fullerton 34, OCC 6.
Most touchdowns in a game, Corey Nalen, by any player is 4. That's by any player. Kelvin York leads in that. But 24 points in a game is Prescott Hill, Mike Carter, Brian Williams, Jeff Baker, Rich Leone, and now Lunsberg all have 24 points. He enters the record book. If he gets one more, he'll be the #1 scorer for an individual game. With 12:48 left in the second quarter.
Yeah,
I'm just full of information today, aren't I? Yeah, I tell you what.
Yeah.
Joe says, I'm learning something back here. Prater takes it again. He is the bright spot. Well, I shouldn't say that. He didn't make the touchdown for OC. But would you say right now he's the bright spot for OCC?
I think he's definitely had the most action. Other than the one. Yeah, he's got 5 or 6 catches on the day already. He's done all the kickoff return duties, punt return duties. He's definitely had the ball in his hands the most. But I think the most electric play was definitely by Porter at running back.
So we'll check the defense just to see if Brian Crooks is now starting to change things up when you get a chance. James, reset that defense because they got burned once. I don't think it's going to happen again.
Yeah, here at the near side quarterback, we got Jacob Brickham in the game and Mackay Connor in safety.
Across the middle of the field. Thrown right there to Stamps. So Caleb Stamps makes that catch. So we have a player down on the field. With time out on the field with 12:33. It's the Hornets 34, OCC 6 here on Hornet Radio. Don't forget next Tuesday, a little football with Ryan and Joe. That game's going to be at 3 o'clock on Hornet Radio. And then I think on the, I want to say towards the end of the month, we'll see from Corey Nalen, we're going to have a little more women's volleyball on Hornet Radio. We were there last night for an exciting match against OCC, one of the better volleyball teams in the state of California right now. So OCC, their women are ranked in the top 10. It was a tough match, and I love the way our girls play. They are getting more solid every game they play this season. Hey, if you got nothing to do, check the homepage, come out and watch our young ladies play a little volleyball here at Fullerton College or the next time they're on Hornet Radio.
Looks like number 23, Diallo Salou, had just checked in at defensive back.
1st and 10 for OCC. Down by 28 with 12:30 to go. Trying to get that run right around the corner. Taken there by Walter. That's Dorian Webster. Excuse me. Dorian Webster had that one, and Dorian Webster gets a first day, and another hanky comes out.
Yeah,
It must be cold and flu season.
Yeah, most of the game has just been flag, flag, flag. And now we got another one.
He's such a shifty running back, Webster. He's made multiple moves, making multiple defenders miss.
Yeah, he has. And no matter what the record Orange Coast may have, he's been showing why he is a top player for them.
Looks like this penalty is going to go against the offense and push him back. It's a personal foul for 15 yards.
Which you can't have for Orange Coast with the score right now going almost heading into halftime.
So 1st down and 10 for OCC.
Looks like Leonard Adams is now checked into the game too at safety. He's alongside Giannis Deschaux in the backfield, in the defensive backfield.
Grady Chancellor to the near side of the field. Going to go back, throwing over to the far side. Just overshoots the receiver, and Tierney just does not have the rhythm that we saw from the counterpart at quarterback for OCC.
No, not really. It's just he has all time in the pocket, but it's just he's not seeing his receiver. He's just overthrowing. If he can just remain calm under pressure, he'll be able to get to them.
2nd down and 10 for OCC. I know Corey Nalen, I hope you were looking for what I was trying to find, most touchdown passes in a game. So, is it 6?
I thought that's what you said earlier.
Yeah.
Goes back. All the way up to the 45. So, move it up there.
That was Orlando Gonzalez. Oh, I'm sorry. Connor Nunez on the tackle there, number 35. Yeah, they're mixing it up. They got Brandon Weddle now in at middle linebacker. Connor Nunez at the outside linebacker.
No, I brought up most touchdowns in a game.
Ah,
I want to know what's most touchdown passes in a game.
gotcha. And that's also number 32, Hayden Duran on the other side linebacker as well.
3rd down and 2 for OCC with 11:13 to go. Go back again. Tierney throws it out in the flat. Turn the corner. It's a foot race. 1st down. Taken there again by Webster as they move the chains.
I think the most success that OCC's had today is when they get the ball in Webster's hands. Webster and Prater have been their 2 playmakers so far.
So 1st down all the way up to the 42-yard line with 10:47 to go. The Hornets so far 34-6 in this game. They have been prolific with 10:35 to go. Out wide the left is Walter. Another speed burner for this OCC team. A young football team. They come out to this other direction, almost picked, misguided to Grady Chancellor, and it wasn't even close to him.
Yeah, that was Diallo Salou that jumped the route there. He just checked into the game and almost made a big play for us. For Fullerton, I'm sorry.
And we have noticed too, Sonny Taniri, every time says it's a hike, he just claps.
That's a rhythm, and lets the center know that after I clap, you go 1-2 and you hike the ball.
Yeah, but when you do the same clap every single play, it makes it pretty easy to jump the snap.
It does, yeah.
Which can also be very smart too.
2nd down and 10 for the Pirates. So you get 3 claps, the ball comes down, throw it over to the open, right there. Couldn't have thrown that sweeter to Chancellor if you tried.
Yeah, that was a throw off the back foot there. He's been having to do that all day because the pressure Fullerton's putting on. That time it didn't seem like he needed to do it, but he did come out with a good throw and he got the completion for the 1st down.
But give him credit, he stands in there. Corey Nalen has said many times for a quarterback, if you're going to get flattened, throw a touchdown, get a 1st down. You're still going to get flattened, so do something positive with it.
Yeah,
and we have seen through the years lots of quarterbacks, like you said, will all of a sudden say, oh, I'm going to get hit. They throw it away. So, if you want the glory, you got to take the pain.
Yep, couldn't say any better, Mark.
Tierney comes out. Webster in the backfield with him. We get motion. Time out. Time out. OCC. So timeout. The Pirates with 9:29 to go. It's the Hornets 34, the Pirates 6 here on Hornet Radio.
Yeah, when you see the score 34-6, I mean, the yards per play say it all. Fullerton's got 16.6 yards per play, and Orange Coast College only has 5.6 yards per play. You're not going to be in a ball game for long if you're only getting 5.6 yards per play and giving up 16 and a half.
The thing that's fun about looking at this, I look at some of the records, and Corey Nalen and I can remember Jordan Hoy when he played 2016 national champions. Corey and I were there to watch him. And then Darius Banks. And I don't know, do I put Darius Banks in the same breath with Shearholtz right now or not? I'm looking at Corey. Would you not? Okay. Corey says no. Darius Banks is up here where the air is thin in Sheer Hills. He's still just drinking regular water, so we're okay then, I guess, I try to give a lot of love. Corey always, takes my big heart and crushes it, crumbles it up. Football love and,
Another stat that's jumping off the page here. Fullerton has 34 points in the game, and they've only had the ball for 5 minutes.
There we go.
They've had a lot of big strikes, and they're making it happen quick.
It's just been a fast movement every time. Just getting in and getting out.
OCC trying to answer. First down. Tierney throws it out in the flat. We're going to get a flag on the play. This one's probably going to come back in the middle of the field because it was thrown right at the foot of the offensive lineman. Who, you got to like that. He doesn't like that he got the flag, James, but he helps up the man that he injured.
Yeah, you got to show gamesmanship. You never want to see anybody get hurt.
So was it, Corey says he thinks he threw a chop block on that.
Well, that's the least he could do is help him back up then.
Yeah.
And now Shane Herrera comes in for the injured Oscar.
So 9:20 to go.
Yeah, Shane Herrera, who just checked in, he hasn't gotten the most playing time, but when he does, he makes it count. He's got 2 sacks on the season, 2.5 tackles for loss, and 5 tackles.
I was excited today. I thought our food just arrived.
Don't get me excited now.
All right, there we go.
Same here.
Both Peyton and James got sidetracked. They were ready to leave me and go get something to eat.
What do you mean was?
Yeah, there we go.
I mean, I'll grab something.
First down at about 25. Tierney stands there. Everybody says goodbye, and he just walks down the sideline and scoots in there. And you know what? I thought for a second he was going to get flattened.
Yeah, 35. Connor Nunez showed great discipline there. Because as much as you want to hit the quarterback, you can't do it right there. That would have been another penalty for 15
But
yards.
did you think for a second? Oh no!
I absolutely did. Because when you're chasing the quarterback, you always want to make the hit. But that was great discipline by not doing it, costing your team a penalty and giving them even better field position than they already have.
Big second down and 15, right at the 32. 8:15 to go here in the first half.
Even more of a reason not to make the penalty when they're already pushed back that far behind the sticks.
Tierney looks things over. Royster to the near side of the field. Goes on a crossing pattern. Throws it right out there in the flat to Stamps. And Caleb Stamps gets maybe a catch on the ball.
And the tackle was made by Jacob Bickman, which was a good. He read it and then just went for it.
Yeah, it was a good wrap-up tackle there by Bickham.
Third down. And we're going to keep it at 15, right at the 32. 7:35 to go here on Hornet Radio. Big third down, because I really do have the feeling this is 4-down territory for the Pirates. Tierney looks over. Hornets don't look like they're coming. They aren't. Just a down lineman. Tierney throws it out into the flat. Sidestep one. Stay on your feet. Struggle to get down the line. What a nice little play right there by Samoski. The Wex got down there.
Yeah, he made Connor Nunez miss, and then finally Brandon Weddle pushed him out of bounds right near the sticks. Looks like it's going to be 4th and about 1 or 2, Mark.
Yeah.
And in a game like this, I don't think they're going to be kicking a field goal. I think
No, I mean, you're down right now by 28 points.
Oh.
Field goal
I
attempt.
stand corrected.
James said they weren't, and they decided Corey Naylor would say take the points.
Normally in this situation you go for it, but it's their decision right here.
36-yard attempt.
Kick is up,
Wow.
and the kick is good.
That was a good kick.
So
really good
with 6:21 to go, well, Orange Coast creeps a little. And you were saying they score how many points a game?
They come into the game scoring only 11 points a game. They're almost there already, and it's only halftime.
There we go. So OCC is finding something against this Hornet football team. Don't forget, volleyball not far away on Hornet Radio, soccer not far away on Hornet Radio, and we'll be back for the next home game here at Hal Sherbuck Field on Hornet Radio.
And speaking of radio, tune in to Hornet Radio, your campus soundtrack. We're streaming live with the best mix of music, talk, and local programming. Whether you're studying, commuting, or just hanging out, Hornet Radio keeps you connected to campus life. Listen online now.
Get ready for this kickoff. Did you know the best kickoff return average for Hornets is 55.3 yards a kickoff? Aaron Einhorn in 1975 averaged 55 yards on every return.
That's for the season?
Yeah, for every time he got it. Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive.
It is.
Get it at the goal line. Ooh. Taken down. A lasso tackle right at the 17.
Which was a really good tackle. He got through, and then he saw the ball and was like, I better go tackle the ball carrier.
So can you imagine 55.5 yards every time you return a kickoff? That's just incredible.
It's crazy. His feet must be hurting from doing all that.
Sherholtz comes back in at quarterback for the Hornets. First down and 10. Sherholtz goes back, throws it, coming out. Nice little flat pass out of the backfield. Move for a first down. Desmond Duffy. So they line up receivers in the backfield. They sneak them out in the flat. They turn upfield, get hit quickly, and a nice gain of 6 on the play.
I think we're starting to see a little pattern here. They've been throwing them swing passes all day long, so why not throw a receiver in the backfield?
JT Weir in the slot near us. Duffy in the slot across from us. Straight dive right up the middle and stepping in the hole and making a play was OCC.
Yeah, that was a good tackle there by Jaden Neomata. He's also the nephew of the defensive coordinator, Twin Fernandez, and it's showing that he knows what he's doing out there.
My best friend. You heard it.
Yeah.
You heard it. He said he loved this guy, didn't he?
Yeah, that's what happens when you find the big guy at the AC.
Third down and 4 for your Hornets. Indorf, the near side of the field. JT Weir in the slot next to him. Sherholtz at quarterback. Big third down. Goes back, sets his feet. Going deep. JT's all alone. JT said, if you'd have thrown it to me, oh, Mark, I'm staying on. He steps out of bounds.
Wow. Wow.
And if it was thrown far enough, JT would have had a touchdown, Peyton.
Yeah, he would have. It was a good route all around. And I talked to him the other day, and he said the reason they're going to beat this team because they're going to trust the process of the coaching.
First down and 10 at the 15. Sherholtz goes back. Goes again. Back shoulder, Indorf. Touchdown.
It was just like that. He was left wide open. And now it's another Hornets touchdown, pulling away, scoring 40 points now.
That's Lundberg's 5th touchdown of the game, 2nd to Indorf. Lundberg's just adding to them stats. He's having a fantastic season and an even better game today, Mark.
Ball is spotted, kick is up, and kick is good. So if Sherholtz can keep going, we could have both of them tie the record, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, did you say something wrong? I see it.
I said that was Lundberg's 4th touchdown of the game. That was actually Sherholtz's 2nd
right?
touchdown of the game.
Okay. That's okay. You know what? It happens. When you get older, the brain goes first.
Thanks, Mark.
You're welcome.
Now I worry about the.
I worry about both of you, so don't worry about it. But what's really nice, there's 2 of you. That means there's at least a half a brain, so we're okay.
Oh, wow.
Well, I feel honored.
You should feel protected up here. You got 2 big guys around here. You know, you don't want to get that on their bad side.
I can still outrun you 2.
sure.
41-9 here on Hornet Radio.
Maybe we'll have to put some nachos on that after the game.
There we go. Deep kick.
Picked up by Tyson Walter.
Going to the outside, making the move. And that was Tyson Walter, as you can hear, taken down at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, Razon Parker there with the tackle for Fullerton.
So, James, I'm going to let you reset that defense because we should see some different people from Brian Crooks out on the field.
Yeah, it looks like on the defensive line they got Oscar Madrigal, Frank Williams, David Franklin, and I can't see the last one there. 98. And Miles Tyree on the defensive line. In the corners, we got number 42, Jalen Mooring.
Terry back in at quarterback.
That was our
So-
All-American Ethan Charpentier with the tackle there. He almost got the strip there, too. Almost made turn the ball over. Yeah, Jalen Mooring here at cornerback. We got Makai Connor in the safety position. We got, it looks like Amir Garrison. Oh, I'm sorry. No, not Amir Garrison. Oh, I'm sorry. Dejon Mitchell in the game.
Second down and 5 for Orange Coast. Try to take it around the corner here. Turn the corner. Nice little run around the corner. Good pickup.
Yeah, that was our linebacker, Muhammad Hasuna, there with the tackle. Our linebackers are really fast. Charpentier, Rory, and Hasuna, they can catch any ball carrier from behind. That was impressive right there.
Anthony Orsuo. Oh, let me get this right. Osorio makes that. Running the ball. So first down and 10 for OCC. Right at the 34-yard line. 3 minutes to go, and it's been all Hornets. It's the Hornets 41. The Pirates 9. Here on Sportsnet USA. On Hornet Radio once again. Tierney stumbles out, looks for a block, turns the corner, stays on his feet, gets drugged out of bounds. Hornet Radio with 2:49 to go. It's been all Fullerton.
Yeah, it looks like Damian Lewis just checked in on the offensive line there for OCC. They also have Jaden Howard Graves there. Inoka Fatasue. And it looks like Julian Maldonado all on the line right now for OCC.
So second down and a long 6 for the Pirates. Clock ticking away to end the first half. We're about at 2 minutes here on Hornet Radio.
Ooh.
Ball comes out.
I'm not sure that was a catch, Mark.
Okay.
That was David Franklin putting pressure on. He almost tipped the pass. It looked like he could have intercepted it, Mark. I always love when a big defensive lineman gets the interception.
You know what? I like when they run with it after they catch it.
Yeah, me too.
It's almost like a big hot pocket in the ball, a big hot pocket that holding.
See? I knew one of you guys would come up with food.
And I knew you were going to comment on that, Mark.
Yeah.
But that was still a good play though. He was able to get his arms up, which you need as a D lineman.
Oh, they're sending the house.
Goes back again. Ball is tipped at the line of scrimmage.
That was Eric Rory putting pressure there on the quarterback.
Which is good because they came with the blitz. They blitzed both the A gaps and
So we'll bring up fourth down.
got their arms up.
And we're at stoppage time with 2 minutes to go here in the first half. It's the Hornets 41. Orange Coast 9 here on Hornet Radio. So you looked at the game. You can look at what the Hornets have done. Their offense has been impressive. Not a lot of plays, but the plays they have had have been productive And then on the flip side, if you're an OCC fan, can you feel, I mean, yeah, you're getting beat, but you've got to feel better because you've been more productive against a very good Fullerton College team.
Yeah, you're putting up your season average in the first half against a solid Brian Crooks-led defense here. You got to be happy with that. You always got to look at the positives out of everything. Like Coach was telling us earlier, they're a really young team, so this could be something to build on as the season goes on.
Yeah, true. And they're playing way better than they did last Saturday against Spears. Remember, they didn't score a single point that game, and they scored at least 9 right now, so it gives them a little bit of confidence.
That's true. So OCC is going to punt it away. Mark Esley, the second, back deep, almost gets blocked. Mark signals for a fair catch, put his hand up, backpedals all the way to the 24. With 1:54 here in the first half, it's the Hornets 41, the Pirates 9, here on Hornet Radio. James, Peyton, Big Joe standing behind me, Becky on the board, and a group of 10,000 here in the stadium on Hornet Radio.
And the old guy.
And an old, is there an old guy here? Oh,
And Corey
bet she's-
Nalen.
I bet she's a good-looking old guy, too.
Very good looking, Mark. Very good looking.
Thank you.
And Corey Nalen, the main guy with us on the side.
The who? The
Corey
main what?
The main guy.
Oh.
Corey Na-
Man. Somebody needs to take Peyton off the radio, don't they?
Oh, look at going for a
Going
ball.
down deep.
It's got weird.
Cheryl says weird. It's in the money. Oh, he strips and falls. It was right there. It is a catch.
Long connection of Jack Sherwood and James.
Before that catch, Weir had 4 catches for 174 yards. That puts him well over 200 yards in the first half here receiving.
And now they're going fast huddle here. They're going fast huddle.
Cheryl says, wait a minute,
huddle.
I can have 4 touchdowns also in one half. Corey Nalen's going to have to get his phone out and start giving me more record book stuff here. Cheryl says, let's throw it out of the flat. Get a block. Try to get one out there as he gets it to Dominic Enchich.
Yeah, that was
Takes
34
it
on the
down.
catch, 34 on the tackle there. Memphis Peoples on the tackle.
Numbers.
Oh, there's Weir again, Mark. Oh, no. Oh, he caught it, but
4-8 loss on the play.
that's almost
Most passing yards in a game, James, 497.
How about team passing yards?
That's team passing yards.
Oh, we
497. How many we got right now?
497
Team
today.
passing yards?
So far, Fullerton has 356 passing yards in the game.
497 is the record. 356 so far.
Oh.
Ball is dropped.
Now it looks like they're just force feeding Weir. They know he's gonna be open. They're just gonna keep throwing on the ball.
So we could break another record today. Dean Grossman, who was the Dean of Athletics, is visiting us.
It looks like they're going to kick it here.
What better
So-
time to work on your kicking game then? Because
Why not?
They've been struggling with their kicking game. That's the perfect time to get them some work.
Because you may need one of these against Golden West College or Cerritos or College of the Canyon
Exactly.
in a tight game.
Yep, you read my mind, Mark.
Ball spotted at the 30, you add 10. It's a 40-yard attempt, and it is good.
Wow, Mark. They missed 3 extra points last week, and they hit a 40-yard field goal. That's good to see, man.
You know, you like that? The real yardage?
Yeah. Good job, Mark. Good job.
You like that? I got it right? Everybody around me looks and said, okay, you didn't have a senior seizure last game.
Mark,
I just like to embellish. Come on.
listen to this, though, Mark. Fullerton has 44 points. There's only 25 seconds left in the half.
How many plays?
They've only had the ball for 8 minutes and 14 seconds.
So
Mark.
how many total yards do we have right now? Oh,
Mark, they have 418 total yards,
and in passing we have,
353.
so we need another 144, and we break the record. You think it's going to happen?
Well, Mark, I don't know how much more they're going to throw the ball in the second half. Maybe they get some guys work. So, yeah, the team record's definitely achievable. But I don't see them throwing the ball too much more in the second half with the score of 44-9 at the half.
44-9 here in the first half.
I think this is the time where you get some anches, some carries. You get all your running backs some work.
Well, if you're going to bring in other receivers, though, you've got to throw them the ball. You can't look at kids at practice and say, we're not going to throw it to you.
True. That's the beauty of community college football, too. You get some backups in. Everybody wants to get in there and play. They're gonna have the same playbook throughout the game.
Which also helps them get looks at other colleges.
Little pooch kick down there. You go up and get it. Ball's on the ground. Fullerton's got it. Because you're practicing in case you need to do that against Cerritos, Golden West, College of the Canyons.
Well, let's see if they can add to these
Did you
totals.
hear that? Did you hear that? Dean Grossman. I'm going to call him Dean Grossman because that's just former, retired, lives up in the wilderness.
Oh,
I think it's
What
a
did we
flag.
get?
well, I think the problem there was that the kicking team touched the ball before the other team touched it.
Yeah, it's a free kick. After it goes after there,
Well, they're giving the ball to OCC. I don't know what to say.
I think it was
they
like
called it interference, but I don't know what they called, Corey. I didn't see a fair catch call.
it's very confusing. He may have called a fair catch, maybe, and we didn't see it.
The refs are explaining to Phil Austin right now what happened, but
But here's the thing, though. If Orange Coast touched the ball first and then have full possession, it's a live ball.
well, that's on a punt play.
No. If he calls a fair catch, I can't hit anybody. He lost it because he got hit.
Right,
So if he called a fair catch, I can't run into you.
right.
Right.
But I'm with Corey Nayland and James. You said you didn't see one either.
I didn't
So,
see a fair catch called.
First and 10
Well, they got good field position
for
here, Mark.
OCC, right at the 45. 23 seconds to go. Run a little delay right up the middle.
That looked like a painful tackle there. That was Ethan Charpentier, the All-American on the tackle.
Get bent backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, that hurts.
Yeah. But it's strange to see them run the ball right there, Mark, with only 25 seconds left. The ball at the 45. You could have put some points on before the half.
And, they're
instead
going
just let
to let it
out.
run out.
That's an interesting decision there, Mark.
Yeah, it really is. So we come to the end of the first half. As we come to the end of the first half, it's the Hornets 44, the Pirates 9, here on Hornet Radio.
All right, we're here at halftime with the Hornets up 44-9 over the Orange Coast Pirates. I'm here with James Spillin. My name's Henry J. Medina, and we'll be going over the scoring summary, some stats, and some scores around Southern California and Northern California community college football. But before that,
Launch your broadcasting career with Fullerton's college radio program. Get hands-on experience with professional equipment. Learn on-air skills, audio production, and digital media from industry experts. From behind the mic to behind the scenes, we'll prepare you for the radio industry. Enroll today.
thank you, James. So as a recap,
Yeah,
Full-
Fullerton got the scoring started with a 32-yard touchdown from Chris Lunsberg to JT Weir. That was only about 50 seconds into the game. After that, Logan Lester had an 18-yard pass from Chris Lunsberg that made it 13-0 because Fullerton missed the extra point on that score. Follow that up with a 34-yard catch from Harlem Harris from Jack Shearholtz. That made it 20-0, only 6 minutes into the game. After that, we had a 41-yard touchdown run by Dorian Webster, which made the score 20-6. After that, Luke Indorf caught a 27-yard pass from Chris Lunsberg to start the second quarter. And then another 64-yard touchdown catch from JT Weir from Chris Lunsberg, which made it 34-6. Orange Coast followed that up with a 36-yard field goal, making it 34-9. Luke Indorf caught another 15-yard touchdown from Jack Shearholtz, making it 41-9. And then Fullerton finished the half with a 40-yard field goal from Nicholas Sandoval, making it 44-9 at the half.
yeah, so we've seen an explosive offense from Fullerton. Orange Coast getting their bearings a little bit later on in the first half. And the Fullerton special teams improved as well. So let me give you specifics on that. So Chris Lunsberg, who's having a great season so far, came into the game with 13 touchdowns and has 4 today with 153 yards through the air. Jack Shearholtz is 10 for 13 with 2 touchdowns as well. And on the ground, today's rushing leader in that first half for the Hornets with 1 carry, is Chris Lunsberg. We saw he had a keeper on the left side, went for 37 yards. Dominic Ansich also has 3 carries for 30 yards. And receiving, player of the game, JT Ware has 6 catches for 218 yards and 2 touchdowns. He's had an explosive performance. He has touchdowns, I believe, each from one from Lunsberg and 1 from Shearholtz. Luke Indorf added 2 touchdown receptions. He has 3 catches for 51 yards. And Harlem Harris, 2 catches, 39 yards, and a touchdown. And Logan Lester had, as James mentioned, that 1 catch for 18 yards and a touchdown. Mark Esley also has a catch for 12. Dominic Ansich has a catch out of the backfield for 9 yards. And Desmond Duffy also has a reception for 6 yards as well. For Orange Coast, Sonny Tierney is 7 for 13 with 67 yards. Number 13, Keanu Vasquez, came in and started the game. He's 9 for 12 with 50 yards and an interception. On the ground for the Pirates, Dorian Webster leads the way with 4 attempts with 55 yards and a touchdown. Anthony Osorio has 4 carries for 12 yards. And Sonny Tierney has 2 carries for 8 yards, and Ocean Neapoli Session had a carry for no gain. Receiving for the Pirates, number 80, Zane Prater, 5 catches, 29 yards. Julian Frechette, 2 catches, 20 yards. Grady Chandler, 1 catch for 15. Dorian Webster, 1 catch for 14. Sonny Tierney, it says, has 1 catch for 11. I'm not sure if I don't remember that play, so maybe that's an error. We'll have to check in that later. But that pretty much wraps up the offensive stats. James, would you go over our defensive stats today?
Yeah, for Orange Coast College, A.J. Leonard has the most tackles. He's got two tackles on the day, one of them for a loss. Nathan Baker also has a tackle. Mike Lozano has 3 tackles. I'm sorry that he wasn't the leading tackler. It's not going in order of tackles. It's going in jersey number, I think. But Mike Lozano and Jaden Niamata are leading the team in tackles. Niamata is leading the team in tackles on the season, too. A.J. Leonard has 2. Memphis Peoples also has 2. Troy Atkins, Zane Holden have 2. Jairo Gutierrez, Brody Roman, Barbadio, Samuel Griffin, Nathan Baker, Cameron Lynn, Javen Similton, Christian Caesar, and Ahmad Govins all have 1. There's been a couple tackles for losses. Mike Lozano, A.J. Leonard, Nathan Baker, and Ahmad Govins.
And for the Hornets, with 6 tackles, leading the way is Muhammad Hassaneh. He has 6 total tackles, 2 solos, and 1 tackle for a loss. Giannis Dessau has 5 total tackles, 2 solos, and 3 assists. Eric Rory II has 4 tackles, as well as middle linebacker Ethan Charpentier, the All-American. Safety Xander Chisholm has 2 tackles, as well as safety Jeremiah Green. Linebacker Connor Nunez has 2 tackles, and cornerback Jalen Mooring has 2 tackles, as well as defensive end Angel Massis. And I don't think I'm going to go through all of these, but a handful of other Hornets have also got on the stat board with a tackle each.
But what sticks out to me is Muhammad Husuna. He swarms the ball. He's really fast for linebackers. Seems like all 3 linebackers for Fullerton, that they're starting linebackers, all have great speed to them. They can catch any running back in the open field.
Yeah, Hasuna, the Sam linebacker, out there against some of those faster guys on the perimeter. He's the sophomore, I believe, out of Cypress High School. The Hornets special teams, they've had a lot of reps, a lot of opportunities to improve. That's been one of the things they've been looking to improve today. And Nicholas Sandoval kicked a 40-yarder in that first half.
Yeah, that's good to see, too. After struggling with the extra points last weekend, to kick a 40-yarder, just got to be a good boost of confidence there for him.
Definitely. And speaking of extra points, Michael Vadkin went 5 for 6. So he had that one miss in the first quarter, I believe, and improved and hit 5 in a row for the Hornets. But let's get some scores going here from around California. We're turning over to the football scoreboard here on the 3C2A website. Butte at Sequoias are tied up at 21 in the third quarter. Riverside's hosting Palomar, and they lead 28-14 in the second quarter. They're about to hit halftime, about 1 minute and 30 seconds. Of course, we talked about our Hornets leading 44-9. Golden West hosting the ELAC Huskies are up 21-6 in the second quarter. Santa Monica leads LA Valley in the first quarter. Glendale is up 14-0 early in the first quarter at Compton. San Jose and Reedley are scoreless at Reedley. Antelope Valley at LA Pierce are up 13-0 early in the first quarter. Modesto at American River are up 7-0 in the first quarter. Laney at Santa Rosa are scoreless in the middle of the first quarter. Sierra leads San Francisco City College 6-0 in the middle of the first quarter. And I believe that is all the scores going on now. Right now, there'll be, of course, some kickoffs later on at 6 p.m. We have 4 o'clock kickoff at Long Beach versus Allen Hancock. 5 p.m. is Grossmont at Grossmont. And San Mateo at Fresno City. And 6 p.m. is Deanza at Shabbat. Bakersfield at Pasadena. Moore Park at Mount San Antonio. Citrus at Santa Ana. El Camino at Mount San Jacinto. Orange Empire Conference matchup to look at. Canyons at Cerritos. That's one we'll probably be tuning into later. Sacramento City at Foothill. Chaffee at Saddleback is also at 6 p.m. Santa Barbara takes on rival Ventura at Ventura. West LA takes on rival LA Southwest. Los Badanos at Gavilan is also at 6 p.m. Southwestern at San Diego Mesa will be later on at 6 as well. And last but not least, San Bernardino Valley at Desert will be the final kickoff tonight at 7 p.m. So, James, right now, these Hornets are within striking distance of a few records here. Let me pull up the record book.
Yeah, JT Weir has to be getting close to some kind of receiving record with 218 receiving yards in the first half. Yeah, they're already tied for the all-time lead with 6 touchdown passes in the first half. But yeah, Weir with 6 catches for 218 yards and 2 touchdowns, averaging 36.5 yards a catch with a long of 64. He's having a spectacular game to start the game.
Yeah, you're right, James. Do you think we'll see a touchdown passing record for the game being broken today, based on how we've seen both these teams play?
Well, yeah, if the passing record here for most yards in a game is 497 against Bakerfield in 1992, they're already at 353 for the first half. That record's definitely intact, especially because they've only ran the ball about 5 or 6 times. I don't know if they're going to keep throwing that in the second half, but if they keep coming out there throwing like they have, I think that record is very easily achievable.
Yeah, offensive coordinator Garrett Campbell has thrown it through the air, and only looks like 6 total carries on the ground today for the Hornets. So they're going to continue to air it out, it looks like. And Orange Coast, as we saw in that first half, did get a boost from that field goal by Talon Samoski in the middle of the second quarter, and they do have a running touchdown. I believe that's the first running touchdown for the Pirates of the year, as we mentioned earlier in our conversations in pregame. So that's a moral victory, at least for the first half for them.
Yeah, I think that's been their main bright spot for the first half was Dorian Webster. He's a shifty running back. He made a lot of guys miss, and that touchdown run was pretty remarkable.
Absolutely. Well, other than that, the Hornets have pretty much played a flawless first half.
I'd like to see them cut down on the penalties. They've been struggling with penalties all year. They've had 40 penalties for about 380 yards coming into the game, and they already have 5 more today. Or 6 more today for 73 yards. That's something that they're really going to have to get out of their game going into these tough games against, Canyons, Cerritos, Golden West. They're not going to be able to have this many penalties in a game and beat those kind of teams.
Right, and we saw in games like that are close against teams with good high-powered offense like Ventura, those penalties at the end, you could argue, cost them that game.
Right, and if you ask anybody on the Fullerton staff, that game should have been won. We talked to Brian Cricks last week. That game should have been won, and to lose it like that with penalties, that hurts because you were the better team in the game, and to lose it because of stupid penalties, that hurts. We could very easily be undefeated right now.
Right, and we'll see what co-head coach, defensive coordinator Brian Crooks decides to rotate. Who he decides to rotate on defense. We've already seen the second teamers, third teamers. It looks like even some fourth teamers in there. So we'll be keeping up with the roster and all the changes and getting those substitutions in as well. So that'll be interesting to see who might be making some extra plays in the second half as they rotate through, trying to get some guys some big plays on tape. And again, as well as Orange Coast as they try to figure out who they maybe can count on as they continue their conference play.
I'm interested to see if Fullerton comes out and throws the ball the way they have been throwing it. They only have five carries in the first half. With a lead like this, you'd think that they're going to start running the ball a little bit more, but we'll see.
Right. The last thing you'd want to do is come away with any injuries. You already have the game won. I think we can call it here pretty much 44-9 here in halftime. The last thing you want to do is get anyone hurt. You want to be healthy. You have other teams, Golden West, Cerritos, that you're looking ahead, I believe, at this point to take care of business against them.
You also want to get your freshmen some work, like Dominic Anchich. He's a freshman running back, 3 carries, 30 yards, 10 yards a carry. What you want to do here is get your freshmen some game time play, because game reps mean so much more than practice reps. So this is a perfect time to do that. Get some game reps in, get your confidence up, and be ready for those big games coming up. Next week we have Canyons. That should be a good matchup. After that, Bakersfield, Pasadena City College, and then we finish the season with Cerritos and Golden West. So now's the time to get that experience before going into those tough conference games. Definitely,
and the Pirates have a lot of true freshmen. And there's no speed like game speed, so they're learning on the job. And we'll see who is. Oh, we have an announcement. My producer is asking me to look at the most points in the game in Hornets history. It looks like it's 67 points. That was set against Cerritos. Oh, excuse me. I'm looking at it aloud there. 79 points. Set twice against Grossmont, once in 2016, or first set in 2013 and then tied in 2016. So that is a record that we'll be keeping an eye on. They are on pace to break that record with 44. You do the math, times 2, that'd be 88 points. We'll see if pacing, let's see if they hit, if they decide to run the ball more, and that'll, run the clock down a little faster. We'll see what the Hornets and offensive coordinator Garrett Campbell decide to do on offense.
College grad, Cal State Fullerton.
UC Santa Barbara, Mark. Mark is complimenting me on my math skills. He was the one 2 weeks ago helping me calculate the field goal distance. I had a brain fart there, but he complimented me on my ability to multiply by 2 there. Thanks, Mark. Mark, always the kidder.
Yeah.
But it looks like the Hornets are warming up here. 2.5 minutes on the clock.
As good of a first half as that was for Fullerton, the most points scored in a half for Fullerton was 64 points in 2018 against Santa Ana. We were 20 points off of that. But, I mean, I guess if we had the ball for longer than 11 minutes, maybe we could have done something like that.
Yeah, I guess you could always do better. Like I said, it was nearly flawless, but not perfection.
Also, 37 points in the corner against San Bernardino in 2022.
That's not too far off, or not that too long ago,
No.
that is.
No. And that most points in the game, that 2016 game, that was also the year they won the national championship.
So you brought up national championship. Do you think the Hornets, James, are the favorite? Let's start with the conference, but you think they're the favorite to come out with the conference title?
I don't know. Golden West has looked really good so far. Beating Riverside City College that first week of the season, or second week of the season, that was huge. 'Cause Riverside City's really run this conference for a long time now. I mean, obviously they're not having quite the season they have had in the past. They have a new coach this year, but I mean, Fullerton's looked good. That one loss to Ventura, and it because you shot yourself in the foot, man. If you were undefeated right now, I would definitely say they're the favorites. But I mean, until they can learn to stop shooting themselves in the foot with these penalties, it's hard to say that they're the favorite. But definitely up there.
Yeah, good thing that Ventura game was a pre-conference play. Right. But I also have that Golden West game circled on my calendar. I'll have a reunion with one of my former players on the Golden West sidelines, Mr. Donovan Arrington. He has been in contact with me, and I've been giving him some shout-outs. So Donnie Arrington, will see you in a few weeks when the Hornets take on Golden West.
So we get ready for the second half here of Hornet football on Hornet Radio. My buddy James is going to wander away for a little while. Henry has now joined me. The night of nights here on Hornet Radio. See, I get to say that because we come from a familiar high school here in Southern California, especially here in Orange County. When they were talking about points, the official points a game is 79. The unofficial points in a game is 85. And that was in 2017 against Santa Ana College. But because of sanctions, that's an unofficial record for the Hornets. So unofficially, the most points is 85. But officially, I'm going to say officially, as far as I'm concerned, is 79. But 85 is 85 any way you look at it. So whomever you are as a Hornet fan, you can choose which number you want, Henry. And I'm going to choose the 85 because I still don't think we should have ever been sanctioned. And if anybody ever wants to ask us why, come talk to Corey Nalen, come talk to the old guy, and come talk to Ryan Osborne, and we will tell you that all our national and state championships should be sanctioned.
We would call that unofficially official.
Exactly.
My generation, I think. So
yeah.
85 is the mark, the true mark we're shooting for today. Got
well,
it.
I'm always the true mark, so that's
true.
it.
True mark sets the true mark.
True mark, true marks, and true mark. So we get ready on, and Henry, I know you were down there helping spot Phil Thurman. And
yes.
Really, when you look about it, James said to me, well, I don't think they're going to do much in the second half, but you've coached the game of football. How do you look at players and tell players not to go out and play when you're beating the pants off somebody?
it can be a difficult situation, definitely. It's something we've done in the past, as I've done it in the past. And you try to get the kids out there, get some game reps. You're trying to improve your, as you might say, your weakest link, because as the cliche goes, you're only as good as your weakest link. So those players that looking to improve, haven't had the game reps, the reps at game speed yet, those are the guys you're trying to build confidence, because you never know when those guys are going to be called upon, or they never know when they're going to be called upon and needed to fill in for the starters or for the other players that have gotten the game reps throughout the season.
So for those of you that are still with us, it's 44-9 here on Hornet Radio. OCC will receive here in the second half to start things off. So let's get ready for more community college football on Hornet Radio. Picked up at the 5. Cutting out the middle. It's a foot race. And OCC is off and running as Webster gets taken down at the 15-yard line.
That was Xander Chisholm finally bringing him down. But we want to also remind you, don't miss the Coaches Show, folks. Your inside look at Hornet Athletics. Get exclusive interviews, game analysis, and behind-the-scenes access you won't find anywhere else. Available as a podcast on all platforms, or catch it on YouTube. The Coaches Show, where sports insight meets entertainment.
That one right there might be with the Coaches Show coming up next week. If you're Orange Coast College, you're looking at it as a highlight, because once again they have jumped out and said to the Hornets, hey, you know what? You may think you're going to spank us, but we don't think so. Throw it out in the flat. Got a couple lead for the block. Take it down to about the 5-yard line. So Osorio takes it down there. So a great run back on the kickoff. The return team gets flat-footed, and they take it almost all the way back.
Yeah, the offensive lineman right now in for the Pirates looks like number 73, Kaysen Warren at the right tackle position.
Blitz by the Hornet defense. Can't get it there. So Henry, go ahead and continue.
Number 58, Sean Tongatea at right guard. 61, Dominic Ulo, Number 75, Jaden Howard-Graves at the other tackle. And Inoka Fatuesi also in there at center.
Tierney at quarterback. He brings him out. Prater goes far to the left. Stamps in the slot next to him. To the near right here is Chancellor. 3rd down and goal. The Hornets are coming. Drop it off. Turn the corner. Can't get back to the line of scrimmage as the defense comes up big. And we get that chance. Set that Hornet defense there, Henry.
So that was Xander Chisholm in the defensive backfield. That's his second tackle in the second half.
So OCC is going to come out, and I think they're going to kick a field goal. So they're going to spot it at the 15. You add 10. That'll make a 23-yard attempt. Samoski has it spotted. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Talon Samoski knocks that one through, and so now it's 44-12 here on Hornet Radio.
That's the special teams is a highlight we were talking about in pregame. The Pirates definitely have a great a good kicking game. That's Samoski's second field goal of the game.
So the Hornets come on out. Jared Harris Kaysen is going to be back deep for the Hornets, along with Harlem Harris. So a new returner is back there with the Hornets, Jared Harris Kaysen. along with Harlem Harris.
Harris Kaysen, the freshman from Zephyr Hills, Florida.
Okay, we have new return men. 17 and what is that?
Be interesting to see if he can get this kick and see what he can do.
Harlem Harris. Mark Hesley.
Goes deep in the end zone, and it's going to be a touchback. A little shoving going on out there. OCC's feeling good about themselves. Gutierrez for the Pirates said, hey, you know what? Here I am out of special teams, and now we'll see who comes out to start things at quarterback for your Hornets. Both Lunsberg and Shearholz had an outrageous first half here on Hornet Radio.
Yes, they combined for 6 total touchdowns in that first half.
And Reinders comes out at quarterback. So Reinders at quarterback. Hand it off straight around for a dive with Harris. Harris gets taken down in the backfield for a gain of 3, a loss of 3.
That was sophomore Jaden Neomata, the Will linebacker. That's the weak side linebacker from Orange Lutheran.
So we'll set that defense from Orange Coast in a few seconds here and get the offensive line because there should be changes for the Hornets. Reinders gets people in motion, throws it out into the flat, turn the corners. Harris up the field and gets drug out of bounds. Let's see where they'll mark him out at. It looks like they're going to mark him out at the 36.
EJ Redfield pushed him out of bounds finally. And that offensive lineman for the Hornets, Keeney's back in there at left guard. Oh, Hornets back at the line.
Reinders brings him back out quickly. Hands it off to Harris again. He goes off a right tackle, trying to get there to the edge. Can't quite make it.
And Neomata with another tackle there. But these other linemen for the Hornets, Booker, usually a guard for the Hornets at left tackle. We mentioned Keeney at left guard. Looks like Spencer's in there back at right tackle, McDonald at right guard, and I can't quite make out the center. I'll get that to you folks in a minute.
JT Weir now in at running back for the Hornets. Reinders goes out, looks down the middle. He's got it there to Harris. He bobbles it, almost drops it, and a nice hit right there by A.J. Leonard to make the tackle for Orange Coast.
You got to like how this Pirates defense come fired up. That was a pretty good hit by Leonard. Frazier, I think, is in back at center. He's played all 3 offensive lineman positions today, center, tackle, and guard.
Indorf to the near side of the field. Weir in the slot next to him. Mark Esley down on the other side. Down the middle of the field. Picked off in the middle of the field by Orange Coast College, and that was Meigs. Josiah Meigs picks it off for the Pirates as Reinders trying to get it to JT Weir, just throws it a little short.
Meigs just had to play center field, catch that easy pop fly.
So, the Pirates not only playing offense, but playing a little defense here with 11:05 to go in the third quarter. Tierney comes out at quarterback for the Pirates.
And Mark on defense. Looks like Franklin's on the near side defensive end. Inoue, and David Johnson at the other defensive end.
Pitch it on the outside. Trying to make the turn there is Webster. Webster gets a gain of maybe 3 all the way up to the 30. Be a second down and 7 for the Pirates.
And the last defensive lineman I failed to mention was Miles Tyree, also in pursuit of the play. At the near side corner, That is Diallo Salu at our safety positions, Xander Chisholm and Amir Garrison at the free safety spot, and
Chancellor setting the shot. Tierney goes back, gets the ball, looks to go across the middle of the field. Little drag route right there, and if you catch it, you're still running, but the ball is bobbled, and it's going to bring up a third down.
that was Will linebacker Eric Rory. I don't know if he heard footsteps on that play, caused that drop. Ethan Charpentier is back out there at Mike linebacker, it's the middle linebacker, and Mohamed Hassane is at Sam linebacker, guarding those slot receivers and tight ends, as well as
Third down and 7. Chancellor comes out the near side. Royster goes to the far side. Going over towards Royster's direction, and it's an incomplete pass. It's going to bring up a fourth down for the Pirates, and so the defense stiffens for Brian Crooks early here in the third quarter, Henry, and that's the thing you want to look for. I know it's a runaway, but when your 2s and 3s may start coming in, you want to see the same action that you saw from the 1s.
definitely, that was Bickham, who I failed to mention, came out here the second half, so the game slowed down a little bit. Bickham was in coverage right there, gave Royster no room along the sidelines.
Harlem Harris back deep for the Hornets. He's going to stand right there at the 35. Catches it, sidesteps, gets down immediately once he gets hit, and that was Jordan Vega on top of the tackle for Orange Coast.
Jordan Vega, the freshman out of Shadow Hills, laid the big hit right there.
So first down and 10 with 10 minutes to go, and we'll see if the game slows down a lot in the second half. It moved in that first half.
It definitely feels like it slowed down. The crowd's energy looks like the halftime show slowed them down, put them to sleep a little bit.
Reinders comes back out at quarterback. Threw a pick last throw. We'll see if they have it running this one. They do. Straight up the middle. Stays on your feet. Gets off a 1 blocker. Knocks off a 2 blocker. I tell you what. Drop 1, drop 2. Dominic Enich says, no, I'm not going to get knocked down.
Good run by Anches. Meggs, who had their interception on the previous drive, was the one that finally brought him down.
First down, right across midfield. They're going to mark it at the 49 with 9:47 to go. JT Weir goes to the far side of the field. Reinders still at quarterback. First down and 10 for the Hornets. Reinders going down the middle, all alone. Down the side, JT, touchdown. Number 3 of the day.
He's been wide open several times throughout this game. That is his 5th reception of over 30 yards today.
So JT just says, keep on throwing it my direction. Old guy will keep saying that I catch it, and that's exactly what JT did.
So the Hornets move one more step towards that most points all-time record we were talking about.
Most receiving yards in a game, 268. That's from 1982 when Joe Kelly got him against Bakersfield, California. Ball is spotted, kick is up, and the kick is good. Most touchdowns for a season in a career. Well, most touchdowns in a season is 18. That was Jeff Baker in 1969. Boy, that's my first year at Fullerton College back then, as the Hornets are up 51-12 here on Hornet Radio.
So before that catch, Mark, JT Weir had 218 yards receiving. I'm just waiting for the live stat update to see where he's at now.
Well, if he's close to 268 in one game, then he's close to a record. I don't think he is, but, you know. Most receptions in a game, Marquise Avery with 15. Most receptions in a season, you got it, Corey Nalen. I know I'll have to do. Most touchdowns in a season. Jeff Baker, my partner Corey Nalen remembers that. 1969. Deep kick. Taken by Porta. Up the middle. Cuts out to the left side. Shrugs one, shrugs two. Gets taken down at the 21.
I had Dussault and Duarte on that special teams tackle.
So we'll keep an eye on the defense. Henry will keep you updated because we'll have new people coming in. Henry, if you see any people coming in there, reset that whole defense because we might have new individuals on the field.
Yeah, the first one that stands out to me already, Frank Williams, number 53 on the left side of the defense for the Hornets.
Tierney at quarterback. First down and 10 for the Pirates. Has it off the side. Ball is down. Fullerton should be laying right on top of it. Boy, I tell you what, that's like somebody dropping a slice of blueberry pie and you just jump all over it and take it for dessert.
And that was Williams, who we just checked into the game with the forced fumble on the strip, and number 95 for the Hornets, Shane Herrera, found that blueberry pie you were talking about.
There we go. So the Hornets, who just scored, they've got 51, and we've already told you the most points in games officially and unofficially here on Hornet Radio. Reinders comes back in at quarterback. Tyson Lewis was out to left. Throw over here to the flat. Just across the 10. Nice little pitch and catch to Michael Hubbard. So Hubbard pulls it in. So Hubbard's to the left. The Fox is now the closest to you. Hubbard goes into the slot here on the left-hand side. Reinders at quarterback. Goes back, steps. Nobody's there. Flips it where he could have run it in himself, and he flips it to the good-looking Fox, and he just said, oh, I'm a little short. And I thought he was going to run it, Corey, because he had a blocker in front of him. They come out. First and goal at the 2 for the Hornets. There, I'll tell you what. This is a double-double sandwich on the field right now because they brought out all the beef for this Hornet right now. If James was still next to me, he would look like the skinniest guy on the field. And we get a timeout call. A little confusion on the sideline.
Corey just alerted me to the fact that JT Weir unofficially has 267 receiving yards, just one shy of the record you were mentioning earlier, Mark.
So that's what he's got unofficially, Corey, or officially? Okay. 267. So he could end up with the most yards in a game. Corey will keep an eye on that one here on Hornet Radio. Breaking records today.
And get inside the scoop with Inside Fullerton Magazine. From campus updates to student spotlights, we cover the stories that make Fullerton College special. Pick up your print copy around campus or read the latest issue online. Inside Fullerton, your window into campus life.
So Reinders comes out. First and goal at the 1, and they changed the lineup. So the big guys that were going to come out, they decided not to run that. They'll save that for a day that they have to. Reinders under center. First and goal for the Hornets. Dive play. Nice pursuit by OCC.
Yeah, here at the goal line, you got to be gap sound. You have to be assignment sound. And they did a good job there pursuing the Dominic Ancic, excuse me.
Michael Hubbard, far to the right. Reinders rolls out, flips it back of the end zone, all alone, but just a rushed throw, or it would have been another touchdown. So 3rd and goal for the Hornets with 7:24 to go. Quarterback, keeper, are they going to shove him across the line? Touchdown, Hornets.
Good push up the middle by Frazier, and a push from behind by fullback Julian Diaz and running back Dominic Ancic. I saw Dominic Ancic play a little bit last year at Villa Park. His father's the head coach there, Dusan Ancic. That's where my mispronunciation came from a second ago. I think last year he was listed about 195, 200 pounds, but coming into his freshman year of community college, he's already bulked up to 217. So he's showing a little bit of power and strength there, pushing in Reinders into the end zone.
Oh, okay, because I was going to say, I thought you said Villa Park, okay?
Yeah, no, his dad, Dusan, is.
No, I know.
Got
no,
you.
I know. I was, you know. So the Hornets get one in. We have a player down right now. So with 7:19, there is time out on the field here for Hornet Radio. It's the Hornets 57, the Pirates 12. Don't forget volleyball around the corner on Hornet Radio. Football next Tuesday at 3 o'clock. Ryan and Joe be calling the action on that one. And make sure if you can't just sit around and do nothing, you need something to do. I mean, I've got the handsome women's volleyball coach sitting next to me. Come out and watch this team play. I mean, these girls are talented. They are student athletes. They are getting ready to go to the next levels, be it NAIA, Division 1, 2, or 3 of NCAA. They go to school. They keep their grades up. They have a great mentor, teacher, educator as a head coach. And you need to realize that's what athletics are all about. It is not about coaches and winning. It's about taking student athletes and moving them towards their dreams at the next level. Get ready for the point after. Spot the ball. The ball is spotted. Kick is up. And the kick is good. Hey, we're getting close to my age. It's the Hornets 58. OCC 12 here on Hornet Radio. Yeah, I'm actually younger than the most points ever scored in a game. So I don't want you guys to think we have to get to the very end here on Hornet Radio. I got players sitting next to me with headsets on. I don't know what happened to the coaches, but those are not coaches sitting next to me here in the OCC coaches box.
You're right. I don't know if there was a.
No, they might, you know, hey, they might be
Mutiny.
coaches in training,
Yeah, maybe.
which could be. Thank you, Joe. So the Hornets at 58 with 7:19 to go in the third quarter here on Hornet Radio.
They're on pace.
Big kick. Taken at the 7. Prater straight up the middle this time. All the way to the 31, and I love that run by him, Henry, because it's one of the few times he's just run straight up the middle, not dancing his way to get there.
Right. Last week and today we saw a lot of kickoffs were set up to go up that right sideline. That was a good job by Chase Bertagon from the freshman from Mater Dei with that special teams tackle.
So 1st and 10 at the 33 for OCC. As we can see what they might do as this goes on.
The Hornets defensive line has put some starters back in. We'll get to those after this play.
Vasquez is now back in the game at quarterback. So you look at OCC, they lost Allen Hancock 42-20, Southwestern 71-10, Mount San Jacinto 42-14, Cerritos a week ago 68-0, and then today they are down 58-12 for them so far. They had 223 points against, 48 points for coming into this game. 5 yards, moves them back, 1st and 15. Throws Vincent out to the side, just across the 30 to the 31.
That was good pursuit and a good hit by Tomi Unue, defensive tackle for the Hornets, coming from his defensive line position, following the ball carrier into the second level and made a good hit there.
2nd down and 12. See if Vasquez can get his arm working. Chancellor comes out to the near side. Vasquez at quarterback. 2nd down and 13 for the Pirates, just at the 30-yard line. Goes back. Across the middle one more time. Drops it off to Stamps. Caleb Stamps gets enough for a 1st down.
And that was, sorry, Mark, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was going to say Stamps just moves it up to the 41.
And I was going to say that was Connor Nunez in pursuit, who's checking back into the game with on the outside linebacker position, as well as Razon Parker and Braden Weddle in the middle, rounds out that linebacker core. Josh Grethen's the near side defensive end on the left side. Oscar Madrigal's checked back into the game on the near side tackle, and I think that's Frank Mastis, number 49 for the Hornets, on the far side defensive end position.
So they started moving the chains, and they said, no, he didn't make it, so it's going to be 3rd down. Here they come. Go off the right side, and that's a defensive play because, once again, when they sold out, they beat the Hornets with the run.
Yeah, and that was Braden Weddle. He's shown he can play. He doesn't obviously get as many reps with All-American Ethan Charpentier back in there at middle linebacker. But he has shown some hustle and some grit out there today. Trying to look up his tackles totals for that first half as the Pirates line up for the punt. Looks like that was his 2nd tackle of the game.
But stopped short of the 1st down by Tomi Unue.
So they went for it. They didn't make it with 5:08 to go. So the Hornets will get ready to come back on the field right there at the 42-yard line. With 5:08 to go, it's the Hornets 58, Orange Coast College 12 here on Hornet Radio.
And right now, that'll put the Hornets 4th overall for points scored against the Pirates in their matchup history, just behind their 2012 victory where they beat the Pirates 59-6.
So Hornets come out. Reinders hands it off. Straight dive play up the middle. Across the 40. Gain of 3 on the play.
And I think who stopped that pile was linebacker Memphis Peoples, the freshman from Villa Park.
Michael Hubbard here to the near side of the field. The Fox standing next to him. 2nd down, straight dive play up the middle. Nicely outside. Good little run there, right there by Harlem Harris. And Harris gets a gain. I'm going to give him a gain all the way down to the 36.
Derek Tsuchiyama wrapped him up there. And interesting, Mike Lozano has been playing defensive end those last few plays.
Third down, 4. Harris again. I think he edged enough. Let's see if they give it to him, or is he about a half a foot short? Okay, so we move the chains. First down is there. First and 10 for the Hornets at the 32. Clock keeps running. 3:57 to go. Reinders steps out from under center. Harris still at running back. Michael Hubbard at the end. And you watch the wide receivers now. They're just sort of standing there saying, okay, I guess we're not throwing the football anymore because they're taking 2 steps in a route and stopping. As we have a player down, so there's timeout on the field. With 3:34 to go, an injury timeout here on Hornet Radio. Nope, got him off. So they wave back to the Hornets and say, no, come on back. We're not taking timeout. We will keep this game moving.
What do you think of the pacing by the Hornets this second half, this opening quarter, Mark?
I think the timing is slowed down. They were getting up and going the entire first half, and now with Reinders out there, they decided to look at him and say, we're going to change what we normally call. Reinders in the flat to Harris. Needed a block, doesn't get any, so he loses yardage on the play. Needed that block, and Samuel Griffin just comes up and swallows Harris alive.
And Griffin on tape last week against Cerritos, I really liked his hustle. He's a bigger defensive back. You'll see him play up in the box. That is, he's playing up closer to the line of scrimmage, almost like a 4th linebacker. And that was a pretty good tackle, and he shows aggression. He comes up to the ball with bad intentions when he makes his tackles.
Third down and a long 11 for the Hornets. Reinders drops it, picks it up. Says, I'm going deep, all by himself. Taken out, touchdown Hornets. And so they get it right there to Tyson Lewis. Tyson Lewis got that one.
That's great for that young man. He's been hustling out there on kickoff, on special teams. That's really cool to see.
Wide receiver Tyson Lewis for a 34-yard Hornet touchdown.
So Lewis gets it in, and so Reinders gets in the passing action. Here on Hornet Radio, the ball is spotted, the kick is up, and the kick is good. With 2:23 left in the third quarter, it's the Hornets 65, Orange Coast 12.
If that was the Hornets' age, they'd be right there at retirement age.
I know you need a couple more years now. You know, you get. I mean, even though it's mandatory. Could be 67 with the way living is going on and everything else. You probably want to keep working till you're about, well, for you young people, you need to work till you're about 110.
Thanks for reminding me, Mark.
You're welcome. I just wanted you to know that, you know, hey, you got a few years to go, both of you. Poor Joseph there, he's got like maybe 90 years to go, for goodness sakes.
Pretty much, yeah, pretty much 90 years.
So Joseph's now on the air here with Henry and I, as we come to the tail end of the third quarter and get ready for the fourth quarter. And we'll see what happens offensively for this Hornet team, as they have now put up 65 points. One more touchdown, they will put up more points against OCC than anyone else this season. Taken down the right side, and it's going to go out of bounds, and that'll be a flag on the play. With 2:23 to go. Well, it started off early. Lunsberg to JT Weir once again, just throwing the ball all over the place. Sherholtz got involved in that. He threw a couple passes. Reinders comes in the game and says, well, if passes the game, I'm going to join the duo and become a trio. And it has been flinging the football for the Hornets against OCC all day long here on Hornet Radio.
And the Hornets with that score, move closer to the most touchdowns in a game record, which is 12, which came against Santa Ana.
They roll out. Take it right there. Roll out there on the play by Vasquez. Okay, so okay, here's the thing. You've got it as officially, that's unofficially. Most touchdowns in a game by Santa Ana. That's unofficial. That's got to be unofficial because most touchdowns in a game is 12. That would be 84. Okay, so that's the one that is not official.
Yeah, Mark, we got all the stats coming in right now. Records being broken today for sure.
So if that was done in 2017, that's an unofficial record. We'll call it official because we don't follow rules anyway. Throw out here in the flat. Nice little pass. Little 10-yard in that moves the ball down the field. Thrown over to right there across the middle to Chancellor. They move the chains.
And that was Razon Parker with back-to-back tackles and assisted by Diallo Salu at corner.
So OCC trying to get something going. Tyson Walter at the far side of the field, along with Frechette. They go over to the far side looking to get it to Tyson Walter. Just throws it past him, so an incomplete pass. 50 seconds left here in the third quarter. It's the Hornets, 65. OCC 12 on Hornet Radio. See, there we go, part-time job. You're out here, you're an educator. Make sure you're selling sodas on the side. In his Hornet yellow. Now, I'm not sure Dan's pants are, though, the right blue color. Flip it out there to the right. Just missed his pass earlier. Taken down short of a first down. And the player will stay down just for a second. Oh, okay, got up. But when he originally got hit, you know what, Joseph? I thought Dorian Webster was not going to get off the ground.
That was definitely a hard hit, but he was able to get the 9 yards on the run.
And that was Dejon Mitchell flying in from his safety position, bringing him just short of that first down marker.
3rd down and 1. As we're down to 14, and they're going to let the clock wind down. So as we come to the end of the third quarter, it's the Hornets 65, the Pirates 12, here on Hornet Radio. Joseph, Henry, myself, James earlier, Peyton was out here with me, a gaggle of broadcasters. So we're just like geese. Geese fly together. We're a gaggle of broadcasters here on Hornet Radio.
You might even say a small swarm.
No, I've never seen a Hornet the size of James. That's, you know what? If that happens, I don't want to see the size of the nest.
He could be the king bee.
That'd be a scary. That's a horror picture. If James was actually a giant hornet, did you see that? That would be the hornet that ate Fullerton College.
Well, those Japanese giant hornets, they get pretty big.
Oh,
do you know what I'm talking about?
So we'll have to make it like James Easy.
Maybe.
Something, yeah, okay.
Jameson or something.
Jameson, the giant hornet.
Mr. Pavlovich is pitching a movie today.
I'm the mummy. So 15 minutes to go till the end of this game here on Hornet Radio. Joseph, Henry, James, Peyton, Becky on the board, camera people outside. Group effort here on Hornet Radio, and it's been a good one today from everybody involved. 3rd down and short. They're coming. Throw it up in the air. It's picked at the 50, the 40. Kiss it goodbye. Call it a touchdown. It's right there for Braden Waddell, who pulls it in for a pick.
There is a flag
and
on
we're
the play.
looking. There's a flag in the middle of the field, And boy, I don't know what's that going to be. Is it coming back? Is it against the Hornets? We don't know.
What I do know, Mark, is that Rajon Parker came in screaming up the middle on a blitz and took a hit on the Pirates quarterback.
Roughing against us. So, should be roughing the quarterback.
That's too bad. That was a great play there. Exciting.
So, yeah, and you watched it. I mean, if I'm just letting go of the ball, I can't stop. If I take 2 steps, then I can see you throwing the flag.
Right. It looked like, I don't think it was maybe necessarily the timing of it, but perhaps the way he landed continued his tackle, so to speak.
So, in other words, if I have a textbook tackle, they're going to throw a flag on me.
Well, you would hope not if it's a textbook tackle, and it did look like a good wrap-up, but I don't know if they thought he landed on his head or, you know, a hit to the upper extremities.
You trying to dodge the answer on here on me?
No.
As a coach, I know you're
Not
trying
at
to
all.
protect your own
I am a-
players.
yeah.
I get it. Okay.
I'm a defensive-minded coach. I love some good defense.
So, if it was against us, how do we have the ball? So it's got to be a hit after the turnover. It can't be roughing the quarterback because it's a hit after the turnover. We keep the ball.
Correct.
We move back, so it's not roughing the quarterback. It's got to be another hit someplace there. So it's not roughing the quarterback.
No, you're right. You're making sense, Mark. So it had to be a legal hit on the return,
Yeah.
blocking the back, could have been a targeting. And folks, discover Hornet Media, your hub for all things Fullerton College, from news and sports to entertainment and podcasts. Our student-produced content keeps you connected to campus life. Find us online, on air, and in print. Hornet Media, where student creativity meets professional quality.
So they come up. Drop it there. So we're into the fourth quarter. 14:35 to go. Reinders stays in there at quarterback. New faces all over the place for the Hornets. Desmond Duffy now in the slot to the far side. Next to Duffy is Chase Berrigan. Reinders goes back, throws it out in the flat. Nice little flat pass. They throw it out, so on a wheel route, ball comes out. Looks like it stays with the Hornets. So you have your running back wheeling out. You throw it out to him. Hopefully you get a block downfield by an offensive lineman. Close to a first down. They're going to call it 3rd and 1.
I think Duffy had the recovery there. Good thing he was hustling on that play.
3rd and 1 at the 40 for the Hornets. 65-12 in this game. OCC comes up. Straight dive play. Taken, down, yanked, not down yet. Stays on his feet, finally gets knocked down, but that's enough for a first down.
I think that was nose guard R.J. Fulton who first made contact with Ansich.
So that's going to move the chains. We'll reset that offensive line for you in a second just to see if we've got no people up in front. 1st and 10 at the 39. Reinders looks over. Desmond Duffy in the slot on the left-hand side. Reinders keeps it himself. Gets a great seal block, comes down, and makes it right there. As he makes the seal block on the outside, that was Micah Perman who made a seal block on the outside so that Reinders could turn there.
Yeah, on that right side of the offensive line right now is Morgan McGee, Pasolda at right guard. At center right now is Isaac Caceres, the freshman from Long Beach Wilson. And at left tackle is God's Power Otunye, as well as Hayden Frazier at left guard.
Reinders, straight dive play again. Off a right tackle, faked it, and then threw it downfield. And Desmond Duffy was sitting there just having a nice little stroll, and he overshoots him. Great fake at the line of scrimmage, Joseph, so that he had time to throw the ball.
Yeah, like you said, Desmond Duffy was there wide open, tried to get on the ball. He got a hand to it, wasn't able to get it in. Next play.
So they look over the sideline. Clock is running, 12:22. Straight dive, off the left side, move, big man moves, goes down, first down Hornets. At the 25, chug, 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 make a first down.
And Hank Frazier and the rest of the offensive line showing why they've been able to put up 65 points against this Orange Coast Pirates defense. Getting good push right there.
First down, we move it here. Reiner stays in. They flip the strength from right to left. Reinders rolls away from pressure, says, okay, well, if I'm not going to throw the football, I'll run it. Gets a gain of 5 on the play.
The run for Fullerton has been working very well. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
And Christian Caesar right there with Leonard brought down Reinders on that first down play.
Harlem Harris comes back in at running back. Tyson Lewis goes out far to the left. Here on the near side is Michael Hubbard. 2nd and 6 for the Hornets. High snap. Harlem Harris gets it, goes the outside. Harris has got touchdown. We're into the 70s. Woo! My era. There we go. Dancing Mark.
So Harris now has both a receiving touchdown and a touchdown on the ground. I really like and enjoy how Campbell has been using some of these receivers in the backfield to replace some of those injured running backs we've seen be sidelined by injuries.
Ball gets spotted at the 10. Add little jump off sides. I didn't see a flag. I thought that was a running start. So it's no good. So we sit here at 71. 71-12 here on Hornet Radio. And that is the most points so far OCC has given up this year, is 71 points in a game. Last time they did that was against Southwestern when they played them on the 6th of September, and they lost that game 71-10. Right now it's 71-12 here on Hornet Radio. Henry, Joseph, James, Becky, Joe, Corey, Vito, Peyton. I think I got everybody today.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Great
I'm
job.
feeling good. See? So when you're older than the score on the board, you can still think when you're calling a football game. I'm going to get my thumb on the clock here for a second, not let go. I'm going to have running clock. Corey Nayland's taking Phil's spot. Corey, can I have running clock in this game? Look at that. You know what?
Mark,
I get pushed around by everybody, don't I?
Mark, you don't want a running clock. You want to make some more of these great calls, right? I think he just, that look he gave me was an absolute no. Are you crazy?
10:55. I love my Hornet team.
I know you do.
Deep kick. In and not touched as it goes out the back of the end zone. So when we come back, new faces on the field. We'll reset the offensive lineups and the defensive lineups for both teams here on Hornet Radio.
And let me get ahead of that if you guys don't mind. Shane Herrera checking in at defensive tackle for the Hornets. David Johnson Jr. checking at defensive end. And before I continue that, I want to remind you guys to build your future with Fullerton College's Technology and Engineering Division. Choose from 16 hands-on career programs with certificates to associate degrees. Train in the state-of-the-art labs with expert instructors who will give you the real-world skills employers want. Your high-tech career starts here at Fullerton College.
So a run straight off the right side as Tierney comes back in. And I'll go back to Henry to reset this lineups with the offensive line and the defensive side during the game.
Yeah, and checking in with authority, that was 62, Tristan Duarte, who actually came up with that tackle on the last play. He's listed as a linebacker, yes, linebacker. And on the far side, it looks like 52, Daniel Jimenez, the defensive end, freshman from Sunny Hills High.
Royster to the near side, over to the far side. Nice little flip and catch over there to Caleb Stamps for a gain of 7 on the play.
And it looked like that was Mooring who's come in, or he's continued to get out there for the Hornets defensive secondary. Amir Garrison is at safety. Tremaine Givens, the other safety. Diallo Saliu is back out there at corner, and our linebackers are Duran, Weddle, and Duarte, we mentioned just a second ago.
Tierney goes back, looks for a pass, can't find it, throws it over there. They're going to call that a catch at the sticks. No catch, so incomplete pass. So the punting team comes up, and you can hear the Orange Coast fans yelling on that play. Harlem Harris goes back out. He's going to stand at the 32-yard line. Left-footed kick. Harris is going to watch it drop, crawl over the 40, all the way down to the 38. With 9:24 to go. Well, today's game's been all Fullerton. It's the Hornets 71, the Pirates 12, here on Hornet Radio. So we'll see if the Hornets are going deeper into players, quarterback position, running back position, offensive line position. Should be at the bottom of that. Reinders comes back out, and maybe we have new linemen out on the field.
I think we have the same rotation. It looks like it is McGee back at right tackle, Pasolda at right guard, Cazares at center, Frazier at left guard, and I believe that's God's Power Atunya. I love that name, at left tackle.
It's a great name.
Dive play up the middle. Nice little run play there by Desmond Duffy. So Duffy's got the ball. Gets a gain of 4 on the play. 9:09 to go.
Defensively for the Pirates, Nathan Baker out there at corner. Sam Griffin at strong safety again. And Vega at the other safety position.
Desmond Duffy again gets it. This time Desmond Duffy doesn't go any place. I'm going to say they're going to say, oh, they gave him all the way up to the 45.
It was Julian Scalan who was able to get the tackle.
So I'm waiting to see if I get total yardage in this game from Fullerton College. Oh, okay. I can understand. I see who's playing with the tab. Third down. Go back. Reinders has time. They let him go. He's deciding to throw it, and he overshoots the receiver. And I got to look at you, Joseph. You've got a chance to run the football, and then when you throw it, you don't set your feet.
I think he also had the chance to run and be able to get the first down, so I think he was going for glory. He wanted to run the scoreboard up another 7 points.
So they come up short on both ends of that here on Hornet Radio, and the Hornets have to punt it away with 8:05 to go. OCC would like to find something special, and look at this, guys, because they got nobody back deep. So we'll see who they come flying up. And Phil Austin looks over there and says, let's let it go tick, tick. But it's not moving. Let's tick, tick. Let's move back 5. Delay game for the Hornets.
And the defense for the Pirates out there with the ball at midfield came out with the safe punt. So no one back deep. Oh, now they do have someone back deep.
So change things up. Ball almost hits the ground. Beautiful, high, picturesque shot. Hit. Ball caught. Hold on to it. Tell you what, when you get hit, Josiah Meggs said, I caught the ball and I got run over by a truck along the way.
That was Luke Indorf, who already has 2 touchdown catches on the day. He's doing it all, catching touchdowns on offense, and we already know he had the block 4 weeks ago at the very first game of the year. Remind me, that was against. Somebody help me out here. Sorry, guys.
Very first game of the year? Thank you.
Yeah, to open up the season with an exclamation point. Moore Park blocked a punt, and that was the first touchdown of the year for the Hornets.
So, Orange Coast comes out. 1st and 10 at the 15. Run it off the right side, gain of 3. So it looks like your Hornets will end up being 2-0 in conference. That's what they need to continue to do. They've got some tough games coming up. They still have to play Cerritos. They still have to play Golden West College. They still have to play College of the Canyons. Teams that will have a say in what the outcome of this conference is this season. Remember, 1st and 2nd in each conference move on to the playoffs. The best 2 teams out of all those that win will get a first week bye. The bottom 4 will play, then the top 2 will play the winners of the bottom 4. Turn around the right side. Gain out for 10.
Did you guys see for the Pirates, guard, 51, excuse me, Inoke Fatuesi pulling around, leading the way for the Pirates running back, getting that first down.
First down and 10, right at the 29-yard line. 6:44 to go. Well, it's been a display of offensive prowess so far, and we'll see if the Hornets can carry it over next week. Solid defense by Brian Crook's crew. Need to have that all year long in special teams. Well, they've done well. Hand it off. Try to get 2 players at once. You can't. Gang tackle at the 30 for Blue Hornets all over the place. And Henry, one more time, because we're at that part of the game, I'm going to let you reset the Hornet defense.
Okay, Hornet defense out there is Cazares at defensive end. Lanning, 96 on the near side of your screen at defensive tackle. We also have at the other defensive end, Frank Williams, number 53. Number 97 is Daniel Ortiz at the left defensive tackle spot. Duarte, the Will linebacker on the near side of the screen currently. Waddell at middle linebacker and Duarte at the Sam linebacker, lining up to the field side.
We'll finish off that defense in a second. 2nd down and 7 for OCC. They're going to run it straight up the middle. See if they can find somebody who can move the ball out there. Nice little push by that offensive line for Orange Coast College and the determination they've got going out there as Rochon makes it for a gain up to the 37, be 3rd down and 1.
And if you're a Hornets defensive coach, if you're Brian Crooks, defensive coordinator for the Hornets, you've got to be pretty pleased with the way your defense, your second and third and fourth stringers have been playing so far, only allowing 3 points in this half, and they're playing bend, don't break defense. You don't want to give up any big plays, any big busts. And we want to remind you guys to serve justice with Fullerton College's Administration of Justice programs. Train for careers in law enforcement, security, court administration, and paralegal work. Our ABA-approved paralegal program and criminal justice courses give you the skills for a meaningful career in justice. Protect and serve. Start your training today.
And that's exactly what the defense did for the Hornets. They protected and are serving that Hornet tradition of a strong defense. Oh, and they said he made a. Oh, wow. Wow. Wow.
Moving the chains.
I've never been hit behind the line of scrimmage and they moved the chains like that. But let's keep moving the clock with 4 minutes to go. Orange Coast would like to get one more, Joseph, up on the board. It hasn't been a bad day, but it hasn't been the productive day they wish it would have been.
Most definitely not.
So big first down for the Pirates of Orange Coast. First down and 10 at the 39. Straight up the middle. Cut to the outside. It's a foot race. Put it on the left arm and run with it, baby. Run with it. As Jamari Jones, wrong player. Got the wrong guy there. Rochon had it for Orange Coast.
And from his safety position, Drew Nagler, one of our better special teams players, and the holder on the field goal and PAT team, finally pushed him out of bounds. Also near that tackle was Sal Yu. And to introduce the rest of our defensive secondary this quarter, that is Bickham at the far side as well as Deschaux at the other safety position.
So it's going to bring up a first down and 10 at the 45. The Pirates are moving. They look at the quarterback trying to get signals. He says, let's keep running the football. Go straight up the middle. And this young man from Orange Coast College is showing some fierceness, Joseph, out there. He's maybe the bright spot at running back for them today.
This drive, he's been looking unstoppable.
Player down on the field with 2:31 to go. There's an injury timeout on the field. Well, for everybody this week, we want to thank you for watching. Make sure you look for all the other sports here on Hornet Radio, the Coaches Show. And if you're looking for some of the best music, well, the best variety, always on Hornet Radio, you can find what you're looking for. So for everybody from Hornet Radio, we want to thank you today for watching us. For Joseph, Henry, myself, James, Becky, Corey, Joe, the lineage goes on here at Fullerton College and Hornet Radio. 2:31 to go. Oh,
Yeah,
Becky's outside. See, you didn't even let me see my man over there. It's always setting up my cameras for me. You know? I thought Becky all of a sudden had grown an extra long finger, and I thought, geez, shouldn't have given her that hot dog. It was bad. So. And always remember the athletic trainers that are out here. I mean, we talk about all the great trainers. All the community colleges have some of the finest athletic trainers you will ever meet. They take care of those student athletes. They are there for them. They watch your children to play the sport. They make sure they are safe. They make sure that they can move on. And, next time you meet one of the athletic trainers from any college in any of the community college areas, thank them for what they do for the student athletes. Coaches can tell you for a fact, they take care of your children who want to play community colleges, sports at the next level.
I want to give you guys some updates on other 3C2A football. Riverside is currently leading Palomar 51-35, and Golden West is leading the Huskies 56-14 in the fourth quarter. So it looks like those games are close to being done.
So we'll move on to, you can keep going, Henry, and give us the rest that you've got around there as we come to the close of this game.
All right, Feather River is putting the beat down on Cabrillo 49-0 at halftime. Reedley and San Jose are tied at 7 in the third quarter. Antelope Valley outscoring LA Pierce 40-0 at halftime. Close game at American River College. They lead 14-13 over Modesto. Laney leads Santa Rosa 7-3. Excuse me, that was not a 7-2-3, but 7-3. Sierra at San Francisco City is leading San Francisco City 28-24 at halftime. And that will round out our 3C 2A wrap-up, or update.
And later on tonight, Saddleback takes on whom?
They'll be hosting Chafee, Mark, 6
So,
o'clock.
That game on sportsnetusa.net. Ryan Osborne will be on the air down there at Saddleback. So if you missed Ryan today with us, you can listen to Ryan tonight. Third down. 2-minute stoppage. We get ready to start in the last 2 minutes. Dive play off the guard, straight up the middle for a first down. The Pirates keep moving the chains.
Another good run by Rashawn. He was finally brought down there by Nagler, as well as Kawan Harden, who's just checked into the game.
Rashawn is like a flea that won't go away.
That itch you can't scratch.
Exactly.
So in at quarterback now is Jajon Mitchell. Oh, Peyton Sadler. So Peyton Sadler in at quarterback. Peyton Sadler takes it out. Ball comes out. No. Stuffed.
Orange Coast sideline was going crazy for a second.
Yeah, it was.
Quarterback keeper for Peyton Sadler. Tackled by Drew Nagler.
So Sadler now in at quarterback.
Clock's running down.
So 3 quarterbacks for Orange Coast today.
Second down and 3 for the Pirates.
Sadler gets ready, looks things over. 2 people in motion. They need to reset them, then go. Straight up the middle one more time. Sadler hangs it off.
Play extended.
And we keep going. As the clock keeps ticking, we're at 16. They stop the clock because it's a first down. We'll wind it as soon as the ball is set. They wind it now. Down to 8. Orange Coast will not get a last play off. That should bring us to the end of the game as the Fullerton College Hornets end up winning this one today over OCC 71-12. For everybody today, we want to thank you once again for watching Hornet football on Hornet Radio. For the crew, myself, we want to thank you as your Hornets will move on and be 2-0 in conference, 71-12 here on Hornet Radio.